Okay. Maybe that fixes it. If any of you can hear me, let me know. Shout out to the 17 waiting for my half-assed ass to show up. Okay, apparently you can hear me. Well, that's good. You can hear me. Great. Okay, wonderful. How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. We're finally getting some decent weather up this way. Coda, Herbie, Lord Scott, Jason, Burger Boy, Capone, White Knight, Solstice, Jeff, Bam. Ooh. Evo, hang on, you're not a mod? There we go, some format. Liz, Scoundrel. I think that's everybody. I'm fucking working on it, Capone. Oh, why not? Oh, I see what you're replying. I thought you were insinuating that I missed her name. Dylan's been up my ass to stream for a week and spoke to him about 10 minutes ago, so he probably won't show up again. Jason says, fuck the liberals, fuck the queen, fuck the lizard overlords, fuck the far left, not bars. Bring forth freedom. I agree with you. Getting a little crazy up there, man. What's up, Jose? Putub, how are you? Getting a little hairy in the Great White North. Suspended bank accounts and arresting people. I don't know. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, I agree with you, man. White Knight wants to know what I father his child. He's got a broke dick. His wife's a solid 8. That's it's above my pay grade, man. At best, I can handle probably a 5, maybe a 6, an 8. I might lose it before penetration occurs, my friend. Oh yeah, somebody was asking earlier. It's fine if Dylan doesn't show up. Yeah, either way, whatever. Why isn't Aaron streaming tonight? Aaron is in Miami. If Diet Snacks shows, I think he's meeting up with Diet Snacks at some point. Hello, Marshall. Aaron is staying at his reasonably wealthy aunt's house with the swimming pool in the backyard where he shot the rich white Republican video. And he doesn't have time to stream. Jason says it's total tyranny, man. Fuck that shit. We need to stand the ground and bring Truho and his minions down. Is he in Miami to drop Mama K off? No, unfortunately not. Hello, Cave. I heard Aaron wasn't going to stream because you were streaming and thought you were going to steal all the viewers. Well, I don't know if that's the actual situation, but I can tell you he's not streaming. Hello, Lord Scott. Hope you've been enjoying this lovely weather today. Nice break from 18 fucking degrees. It was 65 today. I was outside naked, nothing but my boots. His mom's sister. I think it's his mom's sister. Hello, CGC. Aaron's currently getting reminded that his wife cheated with a 300-pound man baby in chat. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. Mama K's situation hasn't really gone anywhere. I did some calling. I did some digging. Pretty much the only option at this point was to get APS involved. There's no further easy way out. We'll get back to that in a moment. Adam, roommate Adam, as we found out, is completely insane and talks to the wall and insists that he works for the FBI. According to Sharon and Joshua, 2 or 3 days ago, Adam insisted on being dropped off at the FBI field office in Clearwater, and that's what they did. They drove Adam to the FBI field office and dropped him off and supposedly haven't seen him since. We cannot confirm or deny, but pretty funny nonetheless. As you guys saw from what I uploaded, Joshua's opened a small restaurant in Sharon's crowded living room where you can't even get through the back door anymore. And Laura fuck Adam too. Maybe, Jose. That's entirely possible. Laura must have him by the... Well, we know Laura has him by the balls, yes. Did they leave him outside, or did they actually bring him into... No, I think they kind of just like kicked him out of the van and took off, Jason. It'd be funny if they walked in and were like, this is one of your agents. We tried to get her to record it. She insisted she couldn't, even though somehow miraculously broke-ass Mama K got a brand new phone the other day. All indications point to that being a lie. Yeah, I have some trouble believing it, man, but that's what she says. So Adam is apparently out. 2K, however, went for the ride with them. Which kind of tells me that 2K, if 2K is coming around, something tells me that 2K is staying around. Why do so many of these loons, quote unquote, work for the FBI? I don't know, Liz. He was just trying to scare Mama K into not doing anything, or if he's just that fucking out of touch and crazy. I really don't. If I had the whole story, I would tell you, but I'm a couple thousand miles away. There's certain events that I would fly down there to witness, but interrogating some random homeless nut job about his employment with the FBI isn't one of them. So they dropped him off at the FBI field office with 2K on board in the Roach Coach. So I have a feeling 2K will be back pretty soon. The Taco Bell dogs work for the... That's true, Solstice. They do work for the FBI. They're eyeballing Pick Rob, and they see all the crimes he's committing in there. I don't just mean the ones against his eyebrows. There is no real Mama K update. She somehow managed to get back into our chat with the new phone. Man, was she talkative for one day, and then she couldn't stand the message alerts, so she turned them off and hasn't found her way back since. I can't even... CGC, if you're still here, maybe you could fill in some of that. Hello, Stinky Burner. I didn't mean to kick you back out of the chat. I didn't think it was actually you. Rest in peace, Aaron Streams. What did I miss? Just got home from work charging up the phone. You didn't miss anything. Nothing, man. You never miss anything. Same old shit. You're welcome to join us. Thank you, Burner. I pinned the link. I haven't called APS, Jason, because I came to a realization. So a few of us got together and we compiled some footage. I was going to send Aaron throwing keys at her, trying to throw her out of the chair, footage of the house, stills of the house. And then I realized that if I call them, it fixes everything. And the last thing I really want to do, as much as I do feel kind of bad for Mama K, but I think the last thing I want to do is give any of these people the easy way out, even though Joshua would almost certainly serve some jail time and Aaron would be interrogated at least for trying to beat the shit out of his mother live on the internet. It solves all their problems. Now, meanwhile, it should be known that Aaron was just laughing about this the whole time, so that's about what he thinks of his mother's situation. But yeah, no, why should I fix it? I want them to all be miserable forever, and that's what they deserve. But maybe not so much Mama K. Sometimes. She has enough mental faculties to navigate her way out of this. She just doesn't want to. I explained that if someone does report to APS will respond within 24 hours. They will go to the alleged victim's home. If they cannot find you at home, they will get in touch with the police, and the police will come find the alleged victim. She started in with, well, they have to call me first. They have to make an appointment. I said, no, they don't make appointments. I don't think you really understand what's going on here. They will find you. I will give them all of your whereabouts and tell them about Justin Dye's place or Joshua sleeping in a shed in the backyard. And, they should have dropped Mama K off at the FBI. I would trade Adam for Mama K. CGC says, just the same old crap from Sharon, saying she has a guy she's going to pay to clean her place up for $9 an hour, blah, blah, blah. Yes, she was trying to shake us down for $100. I refused to give her any more money. Not happening. We all know exactly what's going to happen if we give Mama K $100 to pay somebody to clean up. She will, quote unquote, spend it on a bill or just do something with it that doesn't involve fixing the situation. I'm sure you all saw that short that I uploaded the other day. I was talking about earlier. It's beyond that. It passed bad 2 years ago. It's fucking insane. Joshua is in a little 2 foot by 2 foot cubby filth hole kind of scenario with an electric wok or griddle or whatever, deep fryer. I don't know I couldn't make it out in the video. We know it's not getting, as CGC was mentioning the other day, it's not getting cleaned. We know it's all full of roaches when they go to sleep. Mama K should, White Knight says, Mama K should rent her trailer out to a snuff film crew for $9 an hour. Yeah, any kind of horror anyway, right? Jason says that when he got pulled over for drinking and driving when he was younger, the cop had to ask permission before he could give him a pen test. Mama K's logic. I get what you're saying. Yeah, something like that. Just plain sad. Elizabeth, it is sad. You have to understand, and I know that you've tried to catch yourself up as much as you can on all this. It's equal parts sad, but also totally self-inflicted. So there's only so bad I can feel for these people. I do want that. I'm sure you all saw. I was on Aaron Street last week and kind of leveled with Mama K a little bit, but I will say that the next day is like nothing happened. I mean, it's a show for them, and that's the deal with it. The waterworks, the whole thing. It's a show. They're manipulative, but they're retarded, so they can't quite pull it off. Tragedy and comedy, but mostly comedy. Hello, punk rock. How are you? Good to see you. Mostly comedy. Yes, Kate. That's true. It's equally sad, hilarious, entertaining, and disgusting. Also horrifying. Yeah, true. That is the Mama K status update. So as far as I know, most of her electric doesn't work still. There is no hot water. By Florida law, her home is legally uninhabitable, by the way. Adam is gone, supposedly. 2K is probably back, as far as I can tell. Doing well, punk rock. Hope you're doing okay, too. Joshua is trying desperately to get back into the shed in Justin's backyard. Supposedly they are installing a bathroom. I can't imagine there's anything legal about that rental anyway, but honestly, who gives a fuck? He's going to have to go to live in a shed. That's pretty funny, too. Sorry. Hello, Cod. How are you? CGC says, Joshy is the worst. He wallows through the trash, and there's zero reason he can't throw the garbage out. At least Sharon's physically a mess from the Beatus. Yeah. Joshua has pretty much no excuse. AMM says, Justin has all those illegal drugs. Why not a sink? I think when Joshua was living back there, he used to have to go into the house to use the bathroom. The story we're being given is that he's remodeling to add a bathroom to the shed, but I can't imagine that that's actually true. And as we know, Joshua burned one or two of Justin's family members' eBay accounts, and then what the fuck happened? Fell behind on the rent somehow. Mama K claims, quote unquote, that Joshua makes good money. Hello, TMD. How are you? Not that Justin. No, TMD. That's you're thinking of Justin Payne, the Amish pothead. This Justin is Justin the wife beater, convicted wife beater, in whose shed Joshy was living. Playing Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't know we were up to 11. Sounds like fun, God. Imagine Mama K trying to take care of baby Joshua in that trash heap. She'd probably step on him by accident and kill him. Yeah. Hello, Dylan. How are you? Dylan, you were all amped up. The link is pinned here in the chat. Are you a mod? Yes. Okay. Different Justin. Yes, different Justin. Shorsky seemed to be attracted to trash. Got a shower. All right. That's fine, Dylan. Do your thing. Wash the semen out of your hair or whatever it is you have to do. Amish / black / Mexican Justin. I'm not even sure which one you're referring to, Jose. The Carkyverse is crazy. Yeah, it never ends, Lord Scott. So TMD here. No, I'm on. Hang on. There we go. So after Aaron giving us 1,000,001 reasons, of course, why he couldn't handle any of this, and he's very busy, and he has to take care of the store, blah, 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 He's in Miami to meet up with Mr. Diet Snacks. If you're watching, hello, Mr. Diet Snacks. I don't blame you. You probably don't want to be the object of anyone's ire when they find out that you'll be in the vicinity shortly. Staying at Sharon's sister's house. We think it's the same sister. Hello, Rush. Same sister that Sharon claims she could move in with. I don't see that happening. And he's doing a swap meet, a flea market down there, I think. No idea who's watching the store. If it's Joshua or the old man or whatever. Diet Snacks is a whale for Aaron. No, he's just, I think, pseudo local to that vicinity and goes to that flea market. So they did meet up once before. Bam Bam. Diet Snacks is in a video, I think, with a mask and a hat and glasses and stuff on. I don't blame him. White Knight asks, "Does Josh make it to 40?" Hard to say. Probably they're like roaches, man. Probably make it to 80. Rush says, "I've been watching the car keys for over 10 years. The background changes, but the storyline's always the same." Exactly. But we know that's kind of why we keep coming back, right, Rush? It's like your familiar lazy boy recliner, except it's a bunch of slovenly, disgusting Floridian underachiever failures. Same but different. If Josh is watching, he's taking whatever little money is made. Absolutely. Aaron accused Joshy of stealing things from their flea market booth, moving them out the back door. It says, "Payment, let's drink some of Joshy's piss cups. You guys knock yourselves out." Jason White, the world's newest, what do you call a mistress? Mister? Yeah, that guy's minding the store. Could be. CGC says, "I think Aaron just admitted in chat that if he reacted like a normal person when we found out Laura was cheating with chirps, he would be in jail right now." Aaron doesn't have the capability to. No. Just making excuses for being a pussy and a cock. Hello, Captain G. Don't worry. So I think that's most of the updates on them. I'm trying to think. CGC, did I miss anything? I don't know what Turtle Ed is, but okay. Cod seems to be enjoying some piss cups there. To be honest, Trips can definitely take out Aaron. I would say he just sit on it, right? Yeah, I think that about covers it. So that's where we're at. Nothing's changed. I think the only thing that's changing is Joshy is trying desperately to get the fuck out of there. But the only place for him to go is back to Justin's. Captain's display. Oh, yes. Okay. Got you. I'm sorry. Correct. Aaron told us today, I'm not streaming. I'm on vacation. No, but it's actually work. No, but it's actually vacation. And then he complained that last week, after all the shit that happened last week, his mother in tears, live on the air, crocodile as they may or may not be. Aaron complained that people don't donate him enough money, so it's not worth it for him to go live. That's what Aaron thinks of all this. Jason says, so this aunt is rich, relatively. I mean, she's got like a nice house, a nice pool in the backyard. I don't know what your definition of rich is. That's fairly well off to me. Looks like a nice piece of property. I haven't seen the house. So this aunt is rich, but lets the Kosharsky stay in the shitstorm they're in. She must hate them, understandable, but why let them come over now? I think it's Sharon's biological sister. I don't know. Whatever the exact relation is, she's like the last one that kind of feels bad for them, but she's also the one that Sharon was talking about who has to have her house fumigated after Sharon comes over to get the roaches out. I don't know. Rush says, Mama Kay was crying, and Aaron said, hold on, I got $1 to sing this song, classic Karki. Yeah, he was getting called out in the chat, too. He doesn't give a fuck about her. The only thing he sees Mama Kay as is entertainment, which I can't say it's any different for any of us, but she's not our mother, so there's that. Remember that dude on JLS Street? Which dude, God? Any updates on Laurel's grandma? As far as I know, she's still kicking White Knight. Still waiting her out. Hello, self-defense Sammy. How are you? Hey, man. It says, it has to be quite the shock for family how Sharon has developed a southern accent. She kind of sort of has, yeah. I don't know how long she lived in Jersey. How long was she in Jersey? think at least into her late teens, early 20s. Jason says the entire family doesn't care about any of them. It's really sick. They're all doing things for each other purely for selfish, purely for selfish purposes. Money, leverage, roof overhead, etc. Correct. Yeah, they just manipulate and use the living shit out of each other. Yeah, which dude? Which dude? What was? Which dude? Yeah, which dude on JLS? I think that's what you're asking. I'm not sure what that was a reference to. He went after Captain. Oh, were you talking? Is it the old guy that lives in a van down by the river? Oh fuck, I can't remember his username. He's he's in like New Zealand or Australia or something like that. Hello, Andrew K. How are you? Hello, Latham Danny Aldine. Anyone know what's going on with that book of lottery tickets? Didn't Aaron get arrested for that type of thing? The last book they bought was a loser overall. Vanguard won. Yes, thank you. Vanguard. Aaron was talking about buying another book now. Also, it's my understanding that crypto is about to undergo some pretty heavy regulation next week by executive order from Biden. We tried to explain to Aaron this morning. He's about to completely lose his shirt. It's over. Everyone else in the chat has almost completely bailed on their crypto, sold it all off, which is a smart thing to do at this point. Yes, Camper do this. Aaron's riding it. He's convinced it's what did he call it? It's just crypto winter. I highly doubt he bought those tickets. Andrew, we just went all over all that. She's not going into home anytime soon. Did Aaron steal the scratch card book? Well, one of Aaron's arrests was for stealing an entire roll of tickets when he worked for Albert. Was it for Albertsons? Or was it at a gas station? I don't remember. Something like that. I think that's the one he was convicted for. I don't think he was convicted for the stolen goods from Malachi on the porch. I could be wrong. Jason says, I pump and dump my crypto this year. I'm done with crypto for the yeah. And God bless. I didn't play with any of that. For anyone who bought into say stuff like Ether at 500 or $1,000 and wrote it up and sold it 2,500, 335, 445. God bless you. Same thing for AMC. Anybody who bought in it 2, 5, 10, 15, sold at 30, 50, 70. God bless you. You know, it's very pump and dump. Obviously, very volatile. I'm no investor, but I mean, I have some common sense, I think. And I think the writing was on the wall for a lot of this stuff. And last year was definitely a year to, get out. You could have gone 5 to 10 fold on all your money very quickly and very easily last year. But anybody who's riding it out at this point is, I think you're in for a rough time. I could be wrong. I don't know. TMD says, the CGC says Safe Moon wasn't so safe after all. Yeah. TMD says the sad thing about Aaron's crypto, if by some amazing chance it does go up, he's going to claim he quote unquote worked so hard for it. Potentially, but it did go up. TMD. I mean, he bought into Ether. I think his average money like $600 or $700. He's just too greedy. He missed 335, 445, 47 and a half at the peak. Just too greedy. MM says it was really strange that he posted a video with a sealed pack of lottery tickets. I talked about like 2 weeks ago. Where it's got this fucking retard LOL. They have cameras up at the store. Yeah, well, not only that, but the excuse me, the spools are all accounted for, so they knew it was missing right away. And they have to be activated or something. I don't remember all the ins and outs. Captain G says, new scratch video coming soon, and they're upping the stakes apparently. Brilliant. Jason says, I made a few grand on Doge, took my lifeboat out of the Titanic just before it hit the iceberg. Good for you. Elizabeth says Vanguard is an ass, but then again, it is JLS's. She's had some really unsavory characters on there, Liz. There was one guy on late night playing some abhorrent racist music and then faking the voice of a mentally retarded person. And whoever that was is a terrible, terrible person who's going to rot in hell. I'll tell you that. Bam Bam says Aaron also has a lot of money in Tesla. No, he doesn't have a lot of money in Tesla anymore. He did. He had to sell it to pay for. Oh, fuck, why did he have to sell it? He had to sell it to pay a bill or pay an overdue creditor or something. I don't think he has much Tesla left. He's like 50 to 70% invested in crypto in his Robinhood. White Knight says, just like eBay, 100,000 people are going to get tax warrants come 2023. They're not going to know that old Brandon signed it into law. Don Cavallo Oscuro. What is this? This is garbage, Don. I don't know why you're here, but let's make you your money. Thanks for joining. Turtlehead's chilling. Aaron still thinks AMC is going to 1,000. Yeah, he's brought it down from 10K or 100K or whatever he said it was going to hit CDs. Lathan says, so yeah, PayPal slipped that into their terms. They're going to tax these guys. Well, that's policy at this point. Anything over any account with over $600 with the transactions is auto report at this point. I'm kind of surprised that it took this long, but here we are. That stream was intent. Yeah. Jason says Laurel's going to have to fuck Elon Musk to get a crypto loan for the wizard. I think even Elon knows the writings on the wall. He's been playing the pump and dump game better than anybody else. White Knight says it was for season passes at Busch Gardens. That's why he sold Tesla. Was it actually? You might actually be right. I don't know. Mama K safe from the evil clutches of her gaze. No, Andrew, and she's never going to be. I'm not going to make a move on it because because it just makes everything easier for everybody that wants it. It's a Christian channel, totally uncalled for. Yeah, I don't know why she was hosting that kind of thing, Elizabeth. It was really disgusting. Elon's the one who killed Doge to begin with. Yeah, but he made his money and got out before he did. You know that. White Knight says, Laurel could always spread her legs and let Elon store the next couple models of the Cybertruck in there for safekeeping. Fuck. It should be pretty telling when Elon comes out and he's supporting a trucker convoy. So a lot of talk about people, automated trucks can't come soon enough, and electric automated trucks, and people who don't understand amp hour capacity versus weight versus carrying capacity of a truck versus self-driving technology still isn't even remotely close to being any good. People should be reading between the lines, but probably not. Josh was cooking up expired steak on a George Foreman. Is that? I couldn't quite make it out, Cod. Is that what was going on? It's a requirement to be blackout drunk on a JLS panel. Oh, he's kind of fit in. Right? You can cook the rod out of meat. I guess if it's on there long enough, Liz. Just turn it into jerky or something. Jason White says, Aaron is a financial genius. He's the first person to ever come up with a novel idea of using a crypto account as a bank account. It's brilliant. He's the next Warren Buffett, just undiscovered. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the problem, though. This is 100%. This is the entirety of his liquidity is in Robinhood. And it's gone from about 10 to over 17 to now 9. Cod says he was on Codeine Baked. Oh, boy. Wow. If he had it in cash, Laurel could ask for bill money. You got a point there, Batman. Maybe that's a trick. Captain G says, try drinking along. I assume you mean JLS. Try drinking along with her for a day. You will die. She's in deep, man. I like a beer or two too many. You all know that. Holy fuck. She's on hard liquor. I meant to ask you guys, how was Pick Rob's Valentine's Day extravaganza? Was it all it was cracked up to be? Laurel can still ask for him to withdraw. No, she stays. She just doesn't get involved, Jason. A lot of bills with crypto now anyway. Well, he can't because his crypto is bought through Robinhood. Apparently, it doesn't work the same way. It's not. He's bought into a share of crypto through Robinhood. He does not have a crypto wallet to his name. He got his stream taken down for what? What did he do? Pressing it is. I assume you mean Pick Rob's Valentine's Day stream, Capone. Doesn't surprise me very much. Yes, Van, you're live and on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Uh, you've heard it thus far. Not much more of the same. Same but different.
Did you need a quick breakdown of Pick Rob's Valentine stream?
Sure, please go ahead.
Just karaoke, all karaoke, and the stream got taken down because they got suspended. You know how when you play something, the stream will suspend you.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went back on for another 5 to 10 minutes and singing more songs. And they got taken down again.
Oh,
and he got a strike, I think.
For karaoke?
Yeah, man, they were playing the songs.
Oh, not karaoke versions. They were just outright playing the tune.
Yeah.
No. Fucking pick up. Yes, Lord Scott. Ram Ranch. Was there any Ram Ranch? Someone said Ram Ranch pick up.
No. Robbie can't sing a song over 65 beats per minute. Too fast.
More than I could say for his heartbeat. Heart rate.
Yep.
What do we got here? Bam Bam says he bought, this is going back to Aaron, he bought shares of crypto market like when you buy shares of gold or silver market. You're not buying gold or crypto, but actually fully gambling on their bet. Correct. Exactly. He doesn't actually own any Ethereum. He owns a share of Ethereum. Now those Slick Rob, 3,000.
Yeah, so when Aaron quote unquote buys crypto through Robinhood, he doesn't technically own it. They've essentially given him an IOU.
Correct. They're buying. Robinhood somewhere has a bulk account of, say, Ethereum or whatever. However, probably, tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars worth, all in one. Well, God, I hope somebody just hacks it and fucking steals it all. But all in one wallet. Retrofan, I have no idea what you're linking to. All right. Check in a moment. So he can't, someone was saying he could pay bills with crypto. He can't pay bills directly. He has to use the Robinhood exchange.
Yes.
To ask to sell his share, which they will then typically, but with a delay, which was a problem at one point.
Oh yeah, big one.
They will give him his cash value as it sits and sell that off or sell it to another Robinhood account or whatever. They're a middleman. Robinhood is a middleman. It's not really a brokerage account or an investment account as one would traditionally be. White Knight, I am saying rename Cowboy Pickrop to Ram Ranch Pickrop. Woo.
You got it.
Todd started a new job Monday. Congratulations, Colin. Jason says, I don't understand how he got YouTube to repeal it and give him his stream back as a video. Well, they probably didn't. I actually don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
Question?
Laws. Someone is slicing people's heads off. Goddamn, what kind of giant knife is that? It sounds like scissors. Perhaps a paper shear.
Oh no, got steel plates here.
Jason says, so Coinbase and Binance are like that too? No. I could be wrong, Jay. We need somebody who's in CGC might be well. Is AB around? Will we not?
Binance is not. Coinbase, I don't believe so. But I definitely know that Robinhood is a IOU borrow kind of thing.
Scott says, I should do a shoey. Pour Josh's piss cup into a shoe and drink him one. Fucking knock yourself out, buddy. I hope you record it. Thanks. Gave me a dope, thick, high-vis. Oh, give me a dope, thick, high-vis rain jacket. You got to work outside, Cod. That's all right. Whenever it takes to pay the bills. Binance doesn't report your earnings? I just don't know, Jason. I have no idea how these websites function. Again, never got into the crypto thing. Kicked myself a little bit, but at the same time, no. I couldn't say that I wouldn't get greedy like Aaron and miss the boat, but holy shit, when your money is doubling, then tripling, quadrupling, and further, you'd think you at least get your initial investment out, and you did not do that. Mostly outside. Well, you get some fresh air, that's for sure, God. Aaron's going to have a rough year. Everything's reported this year. eBay's not PayPal anymore, but I think eBay's are reporting over $600 worth of sales. So you can't cook the books on that one. Low Zoom visions. I want to say that Robinhood also puts a small margin above purchases and below sales. You get an extra cut of every crypto. Yeah, of course they do. Get you coming and going. White Knight. With all the viewers the Canadian trucker streams are getting, I'm genuinely surprised Aaron hasn't gone auto dressed in a Mario 3 costume and double fisting power gloves. That would be cool. He's a convicted felon. Is he allowed into Canada? I don't know.
No.
I know I need permission. I think I'm allowed in, but I have to ask first because I have a DUI.
They do make exceptions.
There's Dylan. Here comes the volume. Hello, Dylan.
Hello.
Oh, how are you? Very moderate tonight. Thank you.
Hello there, Mr. Bits.
Hello.
It has been a long time.
Yes. Yes, it has.
Jason says, I researched
Remember?
they're an international company, so they were getting flack from the IRS for not reporting U.S. accounts and making money. Started to and then gave up. It's on there. I don't keep track. I believe you, Jason.
Remember when you told me that you hoped I fucking died?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh.
No, I told Dylan I hoped he fucking died.
What happened there, Dylan?
I'm going to have to apologize, Dylan, because I used to drink a lot at the time. So I apologize for that. I don't even know what that was in regards to.
I don't remember either, but I know it will forever be immortalized. I don't know who. I think it had to have been Classic Games Canada that did it, or something.
Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
The fuck is this video game wizard exposed? Follow for more great exposed content. What the fuck is that?
Oh shit! I timed out Jason White by accident. I'm sorry, buddy. I misclicked. We'll be back in a moment.
Jason White says,
My
"Remember
bad.
when I fucking died?"
Yeah, we remember when you died, Jason.
Yeah. Game Wizard exposes Josh's shitty account where he claims he's going to expose Aaron. All he's done is uploaded a video of Aaron singing about Dylan, which is apparently a crushing one.
So, I have a question. I have been completely out of the loop of this whole Canada thing. Could someone explain to me what's going on?
I'll try my best.
Okay.
Canada was province by province, which are sort of like states here.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how many there are in that Canadian CDC. How many provinces are in Canada? 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Anyway, so their federal government and provincial governments work a little differently than ours. But the point is that while the science certainly does not support it, pretty much all the provinces were still pretty steadfast on having COVID-related restrictions and mandates and proof of vaccination and so forth and so on. The trucker convoy was to protest this. Truckers were disproportionately affected, while most are vaccinated.
Okay.
If you weren't, if you were going to cross the border and come back, it was a mandatory 14-day quarantine, which meant you couldn't work. Kind of started out as a protest against the trucker mandates and snowballed into a protest against all mandates, which are being lifted pretty much around the world anyway. The Canadian federal government, so Trudeau, and some provincial governments of course, dug their heels in because they couldn't be wrong or make it look like a bunch of toothless truckers were actually right, which they kind of are. They are. So they had a convoy. They went to Ottawa, which is the Canadian capital. So it's like going to D.C. in the United States.
Okay.
Justin Trudeau tucked tail and hid like a baby and pretended he had COVID and called the truckers all sorts of names instead of just talking to them. So a bunch of truckers camped out Ottawa. Truckers blocked some of the border crossings between Canada and the U.S. There have been convoys, protests throughout the country. They have been overwhelmingly peaceful, which is a bit of a difference from the BLM most fiery but mostly peaceful protests last summer where there were 20 to 30 murders, $2 billion worth of damage. People are ransacking stores. The truckers parked in the street and honked their horns. That's pretty much the extent of it. Been a smear campaign against them. One guy showed up with a swastika flag in Ottawa. He got booed right the hell out of there, rightfully so. One guy showed up with a Confederate flag, which is hilarious in Canada. There's a video of him being booed right out of there. Overwhelmingly, the protest has been bouncy castles, hot tubs, people shoveling the sidewalk. Pretty peaceful ordeal.
Sounds like everybody's just having a good time.
Right? And last I checked, there was a big GoFundMe fundraiser. It raised like $10 million and shut it all down. Another
Wait,
website.
Hold on. A GoFundMe raised $10 million?
Mm-hmm.
There was a GoFundMe. Wait, there was a GoFundMe that raised over $10 million?
Correct.
Damn.
And then they got pulled, and then they pulled some shit. People started charging them back, and they panicked and refunded everybody's money, because if everybody charged back, it would have absolutely fucking buried GoFundMe forever, rightfully so. Then a website called Go picked up the slack, and GiveSendGo's had millions and millions of dollars donated. They got hacked or whatever. They leaked a docs list of everybody who donated, like it was going to be a big damning thing. I personally don't give a shit. If anybody is on that docs list and you can prove it's you, I'll give you a 10% discount on any early Harley work. Fucking all day, every day. Good for you. Nobody cares. And the government has essentially declared martial law, or the Canadian equivalent, Dylan, and are now seizing bank accounts without due process of anybody who has benefited from the fundraising for the trucker convoy. So,
shit.
In response to people protesting government overreach and tyranny, the government decided to get more tyrannical in response. That's what's going on in Canada.
Wow.
Oh, Canada.
Sounds like your average Sunday here in the United States.
Well, again, in the United States, apparently, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. You can rob people, destroy their businesses, murder people, declare yourself an autonomous zone that is a separatist movement, and you're a saint. But if you sit in your truck and honk your horn, you're a terrorist in the world's eyes, apparently. State of emergency, yes, man.
Wow.
That's the Cliffs Notes. It's been going on for 3 weeks now.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Wow. So
and of course, the news media has tried to make it seem like it's a white supremacist, anti-vax, whatever. It's not. It's not. One of the original organizers is a white. I think he's fucking put up a bunch of white. Who gives a shit? Pat King, am I right? And Canadians here. Nobody gives a shit about him. It's not about him.
So let me get this straight. So all the different provinces in Canada had different COVID mandates, and depending on if you were to leave or enter a certain province, you were forced to go under forced quarantine, which would lose you out of work, and they didn't like that.
Well, no, crossing into the U.S. and back, not an interprovincial crossing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Now, meanwhile, Well, there were no plans for pretty much any of the provinces to lift any of these mandates until the convoy started. I think 75% of them either have or will in the next couple of weeks, but it totally had, they want you to know it has nothing to do with the protests, of course. But that's the most important thing, apparently, according to
Of course.
CBC, which is their equivalent of the CNN. Exhumed asked, how are the truckers supposed to donate for shower challenges if they aren't working? With donations, Exhumed, but they're all frozen. Ashen says, getting into the shoe game now. Been a sneakerhead for a while, but shoes are doing way better than video. But yeah, collectibles shift. Good for you.
Wait, Ashen apparently sold his entire retro game collection for 18 grand? Am I reading that right?
I believe he
In
said
chat?
that. Hang on, let me scroll up.
Yeah.
Finally sold off all the retro gaming shit. No longer going to be selling out a chunk. 18,000 cap. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, now's probably not a bad time to get out. Let's say we're at another peak.
Codename Cod asks, and this is a very burning question. He asks, which of Josh's piss cups taste the best? One that's been sitting there a while, or like a week, or a fresh one?
So it depends on what he's had to drink, right?
I guess, yeah. Jason White says all the blue states are lifting mask and vaccine mandates and claiming the science has changed, but in reality, they are trying to save their chances at re-election and pretending to be heroes.
Correct. All the mandates are lifting now that they're lifting the world over. There are protests everywhere that would devastate blue states even further. And I believe we have midterm elections coming up. It's funny how that works. But trust the science, guys. Trust Lord Fauci.
You know what sucks, man? When I got COVID, like, I didn't get COVID sick pay.
Okay.
So I was out for 2 weeks with no pay.
Mhm.
And I had no vacation days built up yet because I had just joined Big O. So
Well,
that
Dylan,
sucked.
I'm self-employed, so I don't get any vacation or sick pay. Ever.
You just get paid.
Well, if I'm working, yes. If I can find somebody to pay me to sit on my ass, I mean, fucking let me know if anyone out there wants to do that. But I do and don't feel bad for you, I guess is my point.
Nah, no, that's okay. You're still my friend, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Wait, we can have disagreeing opinions and still be each other's friends in 2022?
But only here.
Yes, only here. Not anywhere else, apparently. God forbid.
Correct.
God forbid two friends have a disagreement. Jason White says, trust the science, the same science that consistently changes at very opportune times for blue politicians. I find that funny. Science isn't supposed to change. It's supposed to be facts. I mean...
No, science does evolve. Scientific conclusions do change.
Yes.
Not too long ago, my grandmother, I remember telling this to me when I was a little kid. She died when I was young. Her doctor prescribed cigarette smoking for pregnancy stress. That was the science at one time. Just for one fairly recent glaring example, science does change. More evidence does come through. Situations change. Things will always change. It's absolutely true.
I mean, shit, people used to think the earth was flat.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Where's your evidence?
Dude, look out your window. Do you see a ball?
There's no fucking proof.
You know, you could fly up in a spaceship and still not believe it.
Space travel is fake. You're correct, Dylan. People did once believe that the Earth was flat and that you would fall off the edge if you just kept going. You're not wrong. Science does change. That's not a problem. What is a problem is dictating to me, the problem is dictating the removal of people's individual liberties, their ability to provide for themselves, their ability to freely assemble and travel, based on things you are calling a fact that change in 3 weeks. Yeah, I agree.
Andrew K says Dylan's mom is flat. Hell yes, she is. And
it's true.
You know, it's funny. Like back then, I would try to defend my mother if anybody said shit about her, but I could care two shits now.
Have you heard from her since the blowout, the holiday blowout?
Nope, not a
Okay.
single thing.
Good, you're better off. Good for you.
Amen.
Um, hello, Dan to the
Hey, shalom. Say it. Say it.
White Knight asks, "Can I receive donations?" I don't want your donations. I will never ask for your donations. I will, even if eligible, I'll never turn on monetization. If you guys want to give your money away, give it to a charitable cause that you believe in. How's that? Just fire a couple bucks off your local animal shelter, children's hospital, homeless shelter, truckers. Although you're probably going to end up getting doxxed if you do it. Not by me, by whoever hacked GiveSendGo.
I could give two shits really if I'm doxxed.
Give it to somebody who can use it.
Jason White asks me, if you found out your mom was dead, would you be relieved? Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I don't blame you at this point.
I'd be a little sad because it's my mother, so naturally I'd be a little disappointed and sad. But the ship has sailed.
Jason says it's tyranny. Science doesn't support any mandates. Not at this point, Jason. We're in the home stretch here. Not that I ever changed much of anything about my life. Hello, Richard. Dead fetus. For some reason, you're not a mob.
Ashton says, dump all your money into Aaron's Robinhood. It's basically a bank. And Andrew K says, she could have at least left you the badass Jeep Wrangler of all things. I mean, yeah, but I'm happy with my Thunderbird.
Well, Retrofan, you live on the air. I'm going to take a piss.
Hello, Retrofan.
Hello.
Hey, so Elizabeth is not caught up to the holiday blowout. You guys can explain it. I don't want to talk. I don't want to explain it. You guys can, because y'all messaged her and fucked with her, so I don't care.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My mom, remember when I sent her that text over the holidays saying, "Wow, you're still doing this," and she would say all that she said all that mean shit.
Have you? You don't answer me anymore when I send you messages. Yeah, your mom's a filthy crack whore. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry about the records. Yeah, I've listened to some of them on and off.
That's fine. You can answer me later. Your mom is. I mean, she's a crack whore. I mean, what do you want me to say? She's a terrible mother, and you're better off for not having her in your life now.
Yes.
You haven't talked to her since, have you?
No, Retro. I have to ask: is that Carrie's face?
Yes, sir. It's gotten worse, by the way. It's reached her nose. The herpes has come all the way around, and it's on. It's on. She has like a herpes mustache that's going into her nose. It's so fucked up. It's the most fucked up thing I've ever. Not the most fucked up thing I've ever seen, but it's up there.
It's pretty out there. Yeah, it's out there.
You know, the only reason how I know that's Carrie is because I have a sticker of her on my cup, on my water bottle.
I would have thought the fact that her mouth is less wide than her nose was a giveaway.
No, wasn't that. I think it was the cheeks. But yeah, Self-Defense Sammy says, what a picture.
Sharon and Dylan Palmer in the Super Bowl, worst. Well, Sharon's not malicious. Whatever. Maybe. Ashton, what's up with people and horrible moms? I'm glad I can't relate. My mom's not horrible. We don't get along. I wouldn't say she's a horrible mother. I mean, people are people. Not everybody should be having kids, and sometimes that's the way it rolls. It seems to be more common these days than it used to be. Or maybe people used to just grin and bear it, suck it up, and do their best more once upon a time. Or maybe we're just looking into the past with rose-colored glasses. I couldn't tell.
Well, Blow, you have to understand, I was a mistake.
Well, many of us were. Yeah, I wasn't.
No. No. My mom, I was literally a one-night stand baby.
Okay.
So.
Well, I might have some of those and not even know. I mean, it's possible. No?
Yeah, I shouldn't even be here, though. So,
Okay.
I think about that sometimes.
Liz says antibiotics, Carrie. I don't think that's how it works.
I have a question, Dylan. Do you think you would have been better off if your mom just flat out knew she was going to be a shitty mom and you were adopted from the time you were an infant? I mean, I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you.
Eh,
What's your okay? Let me ask it another way. What's the most positive experience you can recall from the time you were an infant to the time you said adios? The best experience you had with DJ Pam, or one that's close. I'm not here to make you give a exact answer.
Probably select memories from when I was like a kid, you know?
That's fair. God says his mother survived cancer. I'm glad to hear that. Cancer's but that's the one thing I don't think I'll wish on anybody. It's horrible, but I should pull through. Ashton says, you're all invited to my place to experience 11 Mother supports you for no other reason than because she wants to. Well, there's about 29 people about to show up at her house, Ashton, so tell her she better get the meatloaf in the oven. Except Josh. Well, then that makes 28. 28 people are on their way. Captain G says he is your father, Dylan. That's possible.
You know, I will say, I think it's the reason why I just have issues with women in general.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a homo now, so you're all good.
Well, I'm bi, but honestly, I'm more homosexual than straight.
Sure.
I didn't see that coming.
What?
All you had to do is tell me you're a furry, and I knew exactly where your dick is going to be put.
I've seen heterosexual furry videos.
They do exist.
Dylan used to send them to us all the time. Some of them pretty wild.
Did I?
Yeah. White
I
Knight
can't. I
White
don't
Knight
recall.
says Dylan and Aaron both would have been better off being raised by a Walmart greeter. At least they have some social skills. Dylan has perfectly good social skills. Aaron, on the other hand, is socially fucking retarded.
Was that a fart?
Yeah. Sure.
That was a nice one. I have decent enough social skills, but honestly, I suck when it comes to talking to women.
But you're not attracted to him anyway. It's not like you're.
Hmm.
I mean, you're not like you're wasting time.
I'm attracted to the pussy, honestly. A lot of women nowadays are just too full of drama.
Starting to sound like Cyrax now.
Hey, don't compare me to that fucking skullet-looking motherfucker, okay?
That's the least of his problems.
I was out at Lowe's. I just got back. What was the quick update on something about sharing? Well, I think I saw it from CGC's Instagram. Something about Adam being dropped off at.
Adam was dropped off at the FBI field office in Clearwater.
Wait, hold on. CGC has an Instagram?
Yes, sir. Classic Games Canada, all in one word.
So what initiated? I missed the part that initiated all that.
Adam told her he worked for the FBI.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So somehow she conned him out of the house into the van and dropped him off. If you rewind this to I'll leave, depending on what ends up happening, I may just leave this up. You could rewind back to the beginning. I go the first 20 or 30 minutes is the Sharon recap. But that's the short story. Adam was dropped off in Clearwater at the field office.
So is he now? What's the bottom line? He's out of the trailer now.
Supposedly, I can't verify. I don't know.
He's just gonna hitchhike back to her front porch.
I threatened her to try to get. I was going to get him a bus ticket back to her trailer. Ashton says fried chicken, dumplings, cobbler, and ice cream. Oh man, fucking A, Ashton. I'm on my way, man. That was a short. No, that was dry, Jason. Steamy, but dry.
Oh my god. CGC posted the picture of Carrie on my water bottle.
Oh, nice.
Said Dylan putting his Carrie stickers to use from Exhumed Visions. Imagine looking at that at lunch break every day.
I'd be afraid of getting herpes through the sticker from drinking the water.
Nice. So wait, where's this post about being dropped off at the FBI.
By the way, Carrie. On a side note, Carrie's been such a fucking cunt recently. She has all 4 of my accounts blocked just for asking her. She was playing this UFC game, and people are making fun that her male character is trans, and she's getting all pissed off. She blocked 2 of my accounts for calling her character trans. And the third, my third account was blocked, asking how much I would have to pay to get her to live stream in edible panties for an hour, and she was all, she's like, that's sexual, that's sex talk. So okay, we can talk about a onesie and or what do they call it, a unitard?
Singlet.
Singlet. There you go. Yeah. It's not like I asked her to whip her tits out or anything, you know.
No, we've seen those.
Well, we've already seen those. That's not a big thing.
Her vagina, the skin on her vagina looks like the skin of an elephant.
Yeah, it's easy to confuse her and Laurel. Actually, I think we've been over that.
Well, Laurel's got a side donut, but
she's got the.
There was a time, if I remember correctly, we showed Laurel to Carrie, and Carrie wasn't sure if it was her or not.
Right, and Mama K definitely has never seen anything like that.
That is true.
What's the right term, Blow? Is they call it a spare donut next to it? She got some kind of bagel thing happening.
You mean the thing on top?
I don't know what it is. It's some lumpus thing.
So it feels like sort of like pit, kind of extra belly button. Sort of thing going on.
Yeah, that's not good.
Andrew says, leave it up for tonight. I'll watch the beginning. And when I get home tonight. Well, if there's nothing questionable, we'll let her rip. Pickup sports must be absolutely crazy. Yeah, he's probably got some pretty disgusting. I imagine he probably just shits himself a lot of cotton. He's very fat, mobile, poor diet. White Knight says, is there a chance we see Josh go trans in the next 2 years? 10%, 20%? No, too much work. Way too much effort. Hello, Flavor Aid. How are you?
Ooh, that's a nice name. Where the fuck is my Xbox controller?
I don't know. You're going to hear some Call of Duty in the background or something? Evan?
Nah, I'll have it on low volume.
Oh, thank you. Unibrow what code? I missed the reference. Where would Rosie's kitty rank with Carrie and Lloyd? Rosie's is completely pedestrian and normal in comparison. Or was it? It's furry. It's furry, but other than that, it's pretty regular.
I'll say this. I did a 1 week trial on, you have to correct me on the channel names. Is it King Pitts or what, King Kits or something?
Kits? Is that the disabled gentleman with the headrest?
Yeah, I gave his channel a 1 week trial, and I gave Rosie 1 week. And like, I mean, we can watch people like King Cobra JFS and Cyrax for the train wrecks they are, but it's like they're just so disabled. It's just not funny. Like, I just had to unsub.
Kits does nothing for me. No, I don't have a moral.
No, the only redeeming thing about King Kits is when someone like porn bombs him. That's pretty much it.
Probably makes his day. You know, I've never done that to you.
Ooh.
Ashton says, Josh can't even brush his teeth or groom himself properly. Do you think he would keep up with being snipped? Exactly, Ashton. Not a chance. He'd just rot from the inside out. I didn't either tonight. Is that getting into the death bats? Guy's a vegetable. Yeah, Kits seems to have some distinct challenges facing him in life. So we're smiling though.
The only thing I thought was interesting is he did share his screen on how he communicates, where he has the interface with the words in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was part of my past professional stuff was kind of doing that disabled communication stuff, like Dragon Naturally Speaking, like people without arms, where they can, or blind people that are colorblind or blind. So that kind of stuff intrigues me at like a passive professional level. But it's interesting to train and look at that stuff in theory, but it's something. It's another to watch someone actually use it. If that makes sense.
So, how are things with you, Blow? Anything new in life?
No, man. Winter's almost over. Which kind of, that's good. Work's busy. Got approached by 2 crackheads tonight who complimented my beat the shit pickup truck and then begged me for money. And then the dude tried to sell the chick to me, but I said no.
Oh, that sounds fun.
No, it's not fun. It's the downside of shop in the ghetto. What else is new? That's kind of most of it, man.
What about you, Retro?
Just boring work shit you guys don't want to hear. I did accidentally fall off my attic ladder Sunday trying to carry stuff down.
Congratulations! Nice.
So I fucked my right leg up, so I've been pretty much computer bound and bed bound.
Well, that does remind me. A few weeks
Good for
ago, maybe after my last stream or the one before that, I kept drinking and drinking and drinking, and then Carrie was streaming, and then the sun came out, and I fell off my stool drunk and bruised my entire left side.
Oh,
What?
You fell asleep? You passed out on the stool?
No, I didn't pass out. I just slipped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun.
I was laughing once I hit the floor. But I just, the moment looking at the ceiling, realizing I could really stand the dust, I let out like a quick and boom, hit the floor like a ton of bricks, and then I went to
Oh my god.
Wait Night says, "Hello, do you collect video games?" I don't. I genuinely never hear you talk about them. What's my rarest game? Well, at this point, the only I do. It's still in my truck. I still have the 2600 that Greg had to pay. And it's probably roach. I figured if it infested the truck with roaches, I'd burn the motherfucker and buy another $1,000 pickup truck. Well, that's not happening now these days. But anyway, I don't know what the rarest game that's in there is. So whatever the rarest of the 5 Atari 2600 games that I have that probably don't work because they're from Aaron is my rarest game. I gave everything away during the charity thing, at which point the rarest game I had was probably they weren't rare, but I had some pretty decent condition CIB PS2 and 1 or 2 GameCube games that I gave away. I've never had like rare games. And the games that I like are honestly games like Oregon Trail, where you can just pick them up and play them for 5 or 10 minutes. There's no real like arcade kind of real simple. I'm not a gamer. I'm not good at it. Ashton said, had a crackhead try to get my attention when I was leaving a food truck last week. Just did not make eye contact till he walked away and started cussing at me. Sometimes you're better off. I've had a couple try to get violent with me in the same spot, Ashton. It can get a little hairy sometimes. Picker up collects kids. That's true, Jason. Fell hard. Yeah, you weren't kidding, Flavor. I fucked like a ton of bricks, man. Falling in your mid-30s is a lot different than falling when you're 20. Shit. Take the next day off. I was out of work that bro. I mean, I was still drunk when I woke up. That was only half of it. I was fucked. I was all bruised up. My ankle was all fucking mangled. I don't even know what I did. You would love Beat 'em and Eat 'em on the 2600. I'll look into it one day. I want a copy of Custer's Revenge on a cartridge.
That company, I think the name of the company that makes those adult games is called Mystique. And I think they sold the Atari games at like adult shops. There's Custer's Revenge, Beat 'em and Eat 'em, and I think there's a third one. I can't remember the name, but they're all terrible games. But one of them is just like, what's the Activision game where the guy's dropping bombs off the balcony and use the paddle wheel to collect the bombs? Kaboom. So one of them is like a parody of Kaboom, where you basically try to catch the guy ejaculating off a ledge, and your character is a woman with her mouth open at the bottom.
That sounds like
fun. The other one's called Bachelor Party. The third one's called Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party, yeah. Believe it or not, I've never actually I've played them on like ROM, but I've never actually owned a Mystique game.
Are they commonly available, or are they like expensive?
They're like $100
I'm not paying $100 for a 26.
Yeah, no, it's just a novelty at this point.
Well, they came in giant, like VHS sized, like the old plastic clamshell. They came in huge. So if it's complete in box, I think you get a lot more for it. I would assume that's most of the value is like the complete packaging.
White Knights is $75. No, it's not that. Sorry. Maybe I'd pay $5 or $10, but $75 now.
Isn't Custer's Revenge just like a Cowboy Indians where you like basically bone a girl, like chase her around and then catch her and bone her?
Yeah, that one you're Custer, and there's a woman. She's tied to a cactus, and there's arrows falling, and you have to avoid the arrows to get her. Yeah.
But Bachelor Party is the one I don't remember. I don't remember that one. Kashersky's White Knight. That one I don't remember. I remember the other two. I don't remember the third one though. I have a video.
Oh,
on my
I'm sorry, go ahead.
On my old PC before I upgraded, I had a main program with all the different systems, and it was extremely nice. It had all the cover art. It had like a little preview. You know what I mean? Where you can go through the systems, the Jaguar, the PS1, N64. It was a 2 terabyte hard drive I had loaded with games, and like an interactive interface where you could, all the Atari games, even the obscure stuff like the Japanese systems like the Mark I, Neo Geo handheld, all the weird stuff. So that's where I played maybe I forgot to try to play Bachelor Party, but
Punk Rock is
Hyperspin. Yep. And the nice thing is, I had a friend that had everything set up with all the artwork, the demo.
Well, it's like an emulator or something.
It's like a middleware. It's kind of, I think that's what it is, and you can kind of customize it with which ROM program you want to run for each one. I just gave basically a 2 terabyte hard drive to my friend, and he basically cloned what he had. So it was pretty much a plug and play for me, but I know it took him I feel really bad. It took him like a week to fully copy everything and test it. I probably should have given him $100 or something.
DC says it's a front end for the emulator.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yep.
Skyrocket. I think Cod is talking about Panasonic GameCube. I've never seen one. Ashton said he sold one, but without a remote. There was a remote. What? Did I miss? There was a GameCube with a remote.
But the reason I kept my old computer separate is I thought about if I can find a cheap arcade cabinet that's in good shape, I was going to set it up with my old computer with Hyperspin loaded on it. But I don't even play games enough anymore, so it's like not even worth, you know what I mean? It's like not worth my time to even waste my time doing that.
I can't commit to it. Even when I was a kid, I had Final Fantasy VII was the big one, the big commitment, right? It was a multi-disc thing and a PlayStation. I had the game. I'm not good at games anyway, so I couldn't really get much past the first disc. And friends who did, that's too much. I don't think about it. That's not fun to me. I don't think that much about a video game. Nothing against anybody who does. I don't want to get that immersed. I like arcade kind of stuff. I know 2600, and I'm big on ColecoVision. Had one when I was a kid. It's great. Zaxxon on Coleco is probably one of my top 5 favorite video games ever. The first one. Adventure was fun too. Pretty dirt simple, shitty game. Yeah, I can't get into video games. I do I played GTA 5 when it first came out. A friend of mine got it. It's fun because you can just pick away at it. You don't have to commit to it. You don't have to do challenges and missions and shit. You can kind of just pick it up. Did I ever play
click around and stuff?
Yeah, you can just kind of fuck off. You know what I mean? It's kind of got a fairly open map and do whatever.
I'm actually playing that right now.
Okay. Dropping the helicopter or whatever was always fun. PH has a ball sack on the hitch on my trailer. There's no hit. There's a ball. Got no
There ain't
time
never
for
gonna
it
be another game like GTA 5 though.
until the next one comes along.
True.
If I ever played Fortune Builder, I've never even heard of it. Like that. No, I had kind of all the basic, I had what did I have on Coleco? Zaxxon, Adventure, Pac-Man, of course. Mousetrap, was Mousetrap on Coleco or is that on television? He was on Coleco.
Wait, Jason White
Yeah.
says that you have a ball sack on the on your hitch.
We literally just went over that. There's no ball sack.
I'll tell you the game I've kind of had an itch of playing that I haven't played since probably high school is SimCity.
Ooh.
City 2K back in the day was a kind of fun. Almost a little too much commitment there, but you could bang through a game in like an hour, if I remember correctly, if you wanted to.
Yeah, I can't remember if they're like goals where you have to get a certain number of citizens or cash revenue or what. But I remember the last version I played, like you could send like Godzilla or have a natural disaster wipe out your city.
True.
Yeah, you could just play God, right?
Essentially, yeah. Ashton says emulating's so much cheaper. You don't have to look at the junk and realize you're never going to play it. There's something about this is I like emulation. I like that. The DOS games are on that website. You just play them in the browser. That's pretty convenient. But not that I could figure out how to run around when I was trying to play Oregon Trail. But something about, like, especially those old shitty number pad and paddle controllers, just they feel like shit and they're overly tactile, and there's something about that that's nice. But I guess you could probably rig one of those through your computer anyway if you really wanted to. Just spend the $10 on a controller, get the whole experience.
What about the Tycoon games? Have you guys played those, Roller Coaster Tycoon or Railroad Tycoon? Or
Yeah, I kind of ever since
I played
City.
Thrillville.
the thing is with those games, when I get into it, like you get to a point where you're able to like place 3 things and you're waiting on the fucking money to come in. If I'm gonna commit to a game like that, like I just want like unlimited funds. I just want to have at it like building a town. You know what I mean?
That's what I do, yeah. I'll have like 2 saves, one that's like the legit, like let's grind kind of thing, and another one I'll set up where I'll just go ham and with the funds.
And even like GTA 5, like you said, I don't want to waste my time going through all the missions and that kind of shit. I just want to like carjack, run people over,
Yeah.
visit the strip club for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
shoot the security guards on the way out.
Fly the airplane around, get nailed in the Air Force Base fucking airspace or whatever it is. There's a lot of good shit you can do in there.
The other thing I like to do is just randomly roam around and try to find like the jumps. You know what I mean? Where you're trying to do like they have little ramps hidden out in the environment.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that's fun. There's a lot you can do.
Jason, I don't discriminate when I play GTA 5. I'll run anyone over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same.
Herbie says sell something. He's going to sell something to Aaron. He's in the UK. Postage. Yeah. Aaron's not going to invest in anything at any price like that.
GTA 5, what I'll do is I'll climb to the highest monument I can get into, enter the weapons code, and just like launch missiles on like whatever I can hit with the missile launcher.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Or rocket, what do they call it? Rocket launcher? I can't remember that.
RPGs or whatever, yeah.
Ashton says, it's why I cringe at Scott's watches unopened games you also owns opened or digitally. Like, why? Well, in Scott's case, Scott's kind of an investor at the same time, which is what it is. I guess he likes to play them as well. And I'm sure he's not Aaron. He has the means, right? He actually has the consoles. Somebody mentioned...
I like collecting cars.
SNES. Someone said something on SNES they enjoyed.
Is there a money cheat for GTA? I don't think there is. Is there a money cheat?
I think
Not in GTA 5, no. Not even in the story mode, no.
No.
Which
The other
sucks
thing I like-
because you earn money at a very glacial speed in GTA 5.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I ask is you can buy real estate with it. But the other thing I'll do is I'll carjack a high-end car, roll into the worst neighborhood I can find, and just like shoot all the all the MS-13 people I can find. Like the second you shoot one, they all start like your map lights up with these blinking red dots.
Or shit, you don't even need to shoot them; just shoot near them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Jeff says he likes Wii Sports and PGA 2K21. Those are actually fun games. Yeah, I enjoy them. Yeah.
There's
Sports will always be fun.
Wii Sports is great.
There's a video game store that I think you'll find that has your favorite titles.
Did you know they're doing
None of them work.
Wii Sports, but it's like Nintendo Switch?
Huh?
That sounds like fun.
What'd you say?
It's Wii Sports, but it's going to be on the Nintendo Switch.
What do you fucking wing the Switch across the room and throw a bowling ball or something?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, remember, like you could take the the things off the side.
Joy-Cons, I don't do that.
Joy-Cons.
I only use my Switch on the docking station, and I use the aftermarket wireless controller. I don't fuck around with those stupid little Joy-Cons. My hands are too big for those little buttons.
True.
The other thing I will say, the last game I bought, I downloaded Binding of Isaac. Was it Resurgence or Resurrection? It was the download pack that was released last year. And I kind of regret downloading it because there's really nothing new. It's like a waste of $20.
Well, life is a series of things that you waste $20 on.
Well, I wasted $60 on Mario Golf for the Switch. I bought that thing and I can't fucking stand the game.
Paid $60 for a golf game?
It's a Mario title, man. You got to pay up for that Nintendo license still.
Christ.
True.
Aaron didn't have a copy that went through a flood with the fucking label half peeled off for $29.99.
I doubt Aaron has any decent Switch games.
I don't think he has any Switch games. Do you remember when Aaron bought all the Switch cardboards? He lost his... Yeah, vaguely, Bam Bam. Switch cardboards, he bought all those overlays for, what are they, Xbox or the big PS2 or something, like the fucking case shrouds and controller wraps or... What the fuck were those things stacked at the back door? I think they were case covers for one of the consoles.
Yeah, they were like case snap-on skins for the Xbox 360.
Yeah, they were Xbox 360 faceplates, the front faceplates. And skins. He had the stickers where you could also...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking release tonight in the chat room. Aaron buying Jeffrey the Giraffe's Mario cereal. Then we get case wraps.
Not a bad price.
Fucking his idea of good investments.
Well, I mean, Jeff Hart, to be fair, maybe I didn't give Mario Golf enough of a chance, but I was hoping there was at least one mode where you could play straight up golf. But they all have weird power-ups and stuff that was my hope, is that I would at least just start the game with like a normal golf, where you don't have the oddball power-ups. I don't know.
It's a Nintendo game.
I'll tell you, I mean, I honestly prefer to play Tiger Woods golf over Mario Golf any day.
See, I wouldn't pay full price for golf. There's golf in GTA. It's bland, but it gets my golf fix if I ever wanted to play golf, and I'm fine with it.
Aaron's got a stack of sealed putter golf if you're into that. Yeah.
Ooh, putter golf.
I would, but wait, what system is it for?
I don't remember. First PlayStation, maybe? Or, yeah.
Oh, then I don't have that then.
I don't know.
Has Aaron ever been a vendor? I don't even know why I'm asking. Has Aaron ever been a vendor at MegaCon in Orlando?
No, I don't. Aaron has only ever done it. I'll see it a long time no see. But Aaron's done both of the Retropaloozas. Too many games. Maluga Con is something down by him, right? Right. It's in Tampa or something. Retro fan, you might know. It's kind of.
I mean, there's a few video game toy conventions, probably 2 or 3 a year at the Tampa Convention Center. Yeah, RetroCon I think is one in Tampa. I've never been there. I don't see me paying $20 to get into a place where I'm going to be paying more than eBay prices. I mean, it's and on top of that, fighting a bunch of people. Like I'd rather just stay at home, shop online, and not deal with the crowd or admission.
The con thing at this point, I don't know, the internet ruined everything, and I think cons are another aspect. What's the point? You go to a con, probably for the most part, people are at least going to be asking around eBay. I'm sure people who aren't Aaron are willing to strike a deal, but everybody knows what everything is, what it's worth. Yeah, no matter how much good shit is dragged out. Sure, there's been a con or two Aaron went to, and they had like a couple of stadium events or whatever, just for novelty's sake. But yeah, you can sit on your underwear and buy absolutely anything you want on eBay. It's delivered to your door and it's insured. Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, the only reason to go to conventions like that, these giant cons, are number one, if you're totally into the community aspect of whatever you do, right? I don't do online gaming. I don't do any kind of group stuff or Facebook groups like that. The other reason I can see is like what they call it, the eye porn, the eye candy, seeing stuff that you'll never own personally because it's so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the stuff, it's nice to. I mean, I can't compare it to video game stuff, but I know there's some cards that are $500,000 I'll never own. It's kind of cool to go and actually see the physical item in person, but.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's kind of like the same thing of like going out to like a car show or something, right?
Yeah.
White Knight says, Retro, you're forgetting about the overweight god Aaron likes to simp for that gets 20,000 views on his videos despite having 4.5 million subs. Oh man, Aaron being at the same dinner table as Boogie at this last Retro Palooza.
Oh man, his obsession with that fucking guy is unbelievable.
Something else.
I asked Aaron if he was streaming. He said, I think he mentioned that he's in Miami, but I wonder if we can't get him to join live from his hotel room.
Zero chance. Zero.
Zero. You don't think so?
Go ahead and try.
I'll try.
You won't do it. Ashton says, I think it ended up being 700 with that. I think we're going way back to the Sonic thing you told or something. Ashton says, White Knight says, Boogie is Pick Rob XL. Yeah, kind of. Far more successful. And Boogie fucks strippers and Pick Rob fucks a greased up sandwich bag between his couch cushions. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Ashton says, cons are only worth it for the discount bins. Used to empty out booths of their $1 to $3 bins. Like, yeah, I suppose. I'm sure there's hidden gems and underpriced stuff. Whatever. I don't know. I don't get the draw. I pay a bunch of money to hang out with a bunch of smelly virgins and buy this shit at home. I'm sure Pick Rob is watching. Yes, thank you, Werner. No doubt about it. Waiting for his name to be mentioned. Feasting on the attention. I'll codename in there stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all good. They're in a hotel. No, they're not in a hotel, Jason. They're at Chance House. It's the only reason Aaron went. He could stay for free. Somehow this makes sense to him. I guess it makes sense if your store doesn't do any business. Might as well. Something will skyrocket. That must be that same site.
Yeah, you might be right. I forgot that Sharon's sister lives there. They might be crashing there.
He sent a picture from the pool. He's definitely there. Imagine if he's allowed to sleep there. I don't think he brings roaches.
Sharon didn't go with them, or did, or what?
It's just Aaron and Laura, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Do you think? I just have the most grossest thought. Do you think there's a roach that lives in Sharon's vagina?
She's probably covered in them. Everything's covered in them. They're crawling on them when they're sleeping. They can't possibly be bathing. She doesn't have hot water now. What are they doing to bathe? I mean, Sharon's going to her friend's house every few days. It's a pretty desperate situation over there now, Bill.
Probably.
I'll bet you anything, and I'm not making this up. Her cockroach situation is so bad. I bet you if you were to ask to see her legs and feet, she's being bitten by these cockroaches at night.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Probably got fleas, lice. What's her head? Star got lice when she was there, so there's head lice in there.
Oof.
Just all kinds of. It's filthy. It's fucking disgusting. Jeff says, "Did you guys ever hear anything about the canceled Cobes game?" There's been more than one Cobes game, Jeff. Go far enough back in the lore. I doubt Exhumed is still watching. Exhumed would know more. Go far enough back in Cobes lore. Someone else started making one, if I remember correctly. I seem to recall it was kind of even a little better. But then there was That's What's Up games, and then there was some Discord drama with him or something. He had like paid people to make sprites for it and music. Like it just got too deep. You can't get that deep. You can't do it. The same reason the Mountain Wizards documentary was a pile of shit. The game was then he got doxxed, and he had some fraud. Like he got fucking wife left him. I don't think it was related. Whatever. It's just. I guess there's a potential for something fun to be there. But yeah, so you're talking about That's What's Up games. Yeah. There was a really good. Someone did a really good comic way back when on Cobes. Fucking really good. And I think they made hard copies of it. Actually, there might be a few floating around. This is going way, way back. It's like Vapor sending the Sextol days. Cobes shit was better in general, and it's as hipster as it is before anyone, myself included, early on, didn't know who he was. I was just shitted up, and a lot of people gripping off it. I suspect that's a component of Zoom not selling really like Coke shirts anymore, that kind of thing. But I could be wrong. I don't want to speak for him.
I can't believe he admitted to actually using the sex doll.
Who used sex doll?
What else do you do? King Cobra JFS.
Well, I thought it was
Sounds
sent.
familiar.
Did he order it? I thought it was sent to him. I can't remember the details.
There's more than one.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, there were two. I know Vapor paid for one. Did he pay for both? This is going way, way back. Again, he's Exhumed. I'm sure he got bored with this stream in 2 minutes. But Flavor Rate says someone made one after TWO games crap. I thought it was before. The K can't. I don't know. Flavor Rate. Locate. If you step into Mom K's house, or just start scattered, does Dark Souls music start playing? I don't know what that is, but sure. Dan says he fucked a grapefruit. Yeah, that's what he's fucked all kinds of things. So the amount of videos I've seen of Cobes coming on the carpet and spreading his asshole and jerking off with his feet propped up on the arms of it, like it's wild over there. Stinky Burner says Aaron would get views if he would do giveaways again. Aaron's gripe is he's not getting enough money from everybody. That's what it really is. It's the only reason he streams. I mean, verbatim. That's what he said.
Is Aaron Jewish?
Close enough. He's a Jehovah's Witness.
Ah, okay.
Jason says he has a sex doll dressed up to look like Cobes. That's you do you, man. Have we all fucked a grapefruit? No. No, grapefruit, no. As a wee lad, not a wee lad, my earlier cranking days, I did low ball sack. Travel
Can
Fund
I
69 is
have a thought?
from Ottawa. A lot of people are. Zip Ties and Bias Plaza was streaming from Ottawa last night. That was pretty good.
Hey, Blue, I have a thought.
Yeah, yes, no.
Part of me thinks it's fucked up that Jason White here is using the name of a dead man, but at the same time, it's kind of bittersweet because it makes me feel that Jason White's in here with us.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Someone wants to make a Jay the Trucker account or something, let it rip.
Christ. No. He reached out to me the beginning of 2021, just like randomly.
Nice.
Pull it up.
Remember when I used to make fun of Jason on like my YouTube videos, and he would
Oh,
like,
yes.
and he would threaten to like take down my channel or get the authorities involved and shit.
Ashton says this is not therapy time, Dylan. Come on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Ashen.
See, I don't know what Sammy is ha-ha into. All right, crowd. Glad you get a chuckle. Flavor 8 says, I forgot the fellow's name. He just low-key released. Yeah, I was sworn there was something earlier. I might be confusing an earlier game with the comic Flavor 8. The shit goes pretty deep. Jason says he's always here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you, Jason. That means a lot.
There were some golden days of Coves. It's all long over. We're not going to get anything but gender equality rants and screaming about incels and weird bums hanging out on this couch, which is fun, but weird bums hanging out on this couch without anybody's outside intervention is always more fun than it is now. Jason would like you to take off your pants and sing Aretha Franklin. Leave that one to you.
I'm good, thank you.
Sammy says, Copes died in 2017. Rest in peace, homeboy. Yeah, that's about when this shit started happening. Final nail in the coffin would have been, who was the first significant YouTube, DankNat, is that right, Sammy? That would have been 2019, 18, 19. I think around that, it's like right after that he got swatted, which is fucking weak sauce. That's it. Kate says, sorry, all right, Kate, let me just recite the beginning 45 minutes of the stream just for you. Sorry I'm late. Where's Aaron? What happened with Josh? Is he homeless? Aaron is in Miami at his aunt's house. He's also going to a flea market thing. Mr. Diet Snacks will be there. Joshi is technically perpetually homeless. However, to the best of my knowledge, he is still staying with Mama Kay. He's working his way back to Justin's backyard into the shed again. Supposedly a toilet will be installed. I can't verify.
Do you think we can get Justin on for his side of the story on what happened?
No. He's been beyond adamant to not be mixed in with any of the shit. It will never happen. Zero hope. You're going to waste your time trying to get him to do it. He won't even reply to you. You're welcome, Kate. That's kind of long and short of it. And the only hope, based on my calls to municipal entities in Mama Kay's area, at this point is to get APS, Adult Protective Services, involved, which is basically like it's the nuclear option. And the reason I haven't done it is because it does all the hard work for them and fixes everything. And while it may end up with Joshua and or Aaron in jail, I just can't see fixing everything for everybody. I love Mama Kay is at the end. She doesn't have an out. I kind of feel for her, but she gets what she gets. Joshua gets what he gets. Aaron gets what he gets. And this will all be Aaron's problem. And if I make that call, it will no longer be Aaron's problem. And that's a big reason not to do it. Jason says, I'm going to try to woo Mama Kay. My argument is going to be Sam died and is still dead. I died in return. Do you guys think she'll let me put a ring on? Maybe, Jason. You know, is Mama Kay coming on? Not a fucking snowball's chance in hell. She did get a new phone. I don't know if she has a new number. I haven't tried to call her lately. She is in our chat, but she turned off notifications, so she'll never be back again because she has no idea how to get her way back in the Hangouts.
Yeah, for sure.
That's kind of what's going on there, Batman.
I think you hit the nail right on the head.
White Knight says, Dylan, in all caps, Dylan spread cheeks on stream, or we're bringing truckers to railroad your mom, or something until Trudeau pulls back on the vax mandate. Call Mama Kay. I could try. I don't think it's a good number anymore. Yeah.
Call her. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna try, but I don't think it works.
I just tried to call Mama K. I just called. Funny thing is, I called her before anyone said to call her. I woke her up. She says she's tired. She says she has to take Josh to the bus stop tomorrow morning.
I thought Uber did that.
Those are her words. That'd be funny if you call her. She'll get the bang bang call.
So the 5477 still works?
Yeah.
Okay, she got a new phone, not her new number. All right. Hang on, guys. So bear with my computer. It's pulling up my phone. Spare change, how are you? Sorry about your loss last Sunday.
I also got a hold of Aaron. Aaron says, "Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'm a little busy, or I would." And he showed me a photo of him playing poker. Yeah, that's real important.
Spare change says installing a toilet in the shed equals a 5-gallon bucket with a medicine cabinet and duct tape to the side of it. So, oh my God, come on, text now. Oh, hey, here we go. She claims she unblocked me, so this might work. Let's see.
Put her on speaker.
It's going to be. She's not going to pick up. No way. I'm on her shit list.
She will.
This is Cheryl.
Nope.
I'm sorry for the
No way. She knows. She's not going to talk to me.
She answered for me, but I could tell that I woke her up. She's like, I got stuff to do in the morning. I'm like what?
Drive Joshua around.
Yep. Joshua's chauffeur.
That's right. She was just crying about how Josh really needs to get his shit in gear and be an adult. And I said, well, you facilitate everything that keeps him from having to do that. She's got mad at me. Jason says, Mama K should steal a shopping cart from a grocery store and have Josh use that to travel around town. Yes. Ashton says, have we ever gone back to read the comments of Aaron's old videos of people telling him he had a failure of a store and him being a cocky and telling them off? It's nice for a good chuckle. What's sad, Ashton, is all my old comments, Devo's old accounts, old original accounts. There's a lot of shit that's missing now. But yeah, Aaron's perpetual smug arrogance is a treat. Nothing's changed. They were all right. He was all wrong. Well, we could try to call Aaron. I think I know his number by heart. Aaron's phone number is the only phone number I know by heart.
What's the number? Tell us.
439-1139.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a big. It's his business number. We're really.
No, but I think it's weird too. I don't have too many numbers memorized, but I have his.
His is the only one that I remember.
Because it's Aaron. You know?
Oh, hey.
Let's see if he answers.
I've already done that white night. He's not going to pick up for me. Where am I calling from? Colorado. Not a chance. I'm on pretty much every phone victim shit list at this point. Really need to roll this number.
Hey, what's up? You reached the video game wizard. Sorry I'm not here to take your phone call. Please leave a message in your phone number and I will be sure to get back with you. Thank you. And remember, woo!
Oh, that is just so
Hey,
cringe.
Aaron, it's Blow. I just wanted to call and remind you that your wife fucked your cousin and your store sucks. And that you're a failure. Call me back, 719-315-1339. Bye.
Wow, you're just going to dox yourself? Okay.
Yes.
Tell him something he doesn't know.
Open a Word document. This is what I was replying to with White Knight. Open a Word document for you in the chat. Work together. Write the shittiest review possible and post it on Google. The thing about that is, aside from that, we've already all done it. the worst reviews you could possibly receive are the ones that are actually real and are on there. Him refusing refunds. People going into the store and like Mama Kay was watching it, and she was just like screaming at people and calling Aaron to try to get prices. And it was fucking disaster. I actually haven't checked his reviews in a couple weeks. Every few weeks there's usually a new really shitty one.
Well, check. See if there's any new reviews.
Have a look here. Even this voicemail message is dorky. Yeah, Kate, it's our pal Aaron.
He just sent me a message asking you how long you're going to be streaming for.
Well, when's he going to be here? Tell him to just click the fucking link.
Well, that's
5 minutes of his time. What a scumbag.
Well, I said, dude, he just tried to call you, and he hasn't responded yet.
It's not like
I
he's
hope he doesn't
really
listen to the voicemail first.
Call him again.
He said I saw LOL.
Blow up his phone.
Aaron is a 2.5 out of 5 star on Google. All right, newest reviews. Edwin Talavera gave him 1 star.
Oh,
No review. Aaron replied, "See if you get a deal next time." LOL.
See, to me, that's okay. So, real quick, I know you guys don't care my point on this, but for as much of a fuck up Aaron is as a store owner, I would not go out of my way to destroy his business. I'm not going to leave him 1-star reviews for Google. You guys obviously do what you want to do, but at the same time, Aaron's got to respond to these 1 stars. Like if someone doesn't know who he is and is in the area visiting family, hey, there's a local game store in the area. Let's check it out. Google where it's at, and sure enough, you get a fucking 1.7 star out of 5. You don't think you're not going to read it before you go there? And then it's going to be like, yeah, it smells like piss, fast food everywhere.
That's true, though.
It is true, but
This is one of my favorites because I don't think this was a troll review. I honestly think this is somebody who's too fucking stupid to function. A certain person a month ago left a 1-star review for Aaron, and they said, "I bought a brand new Nintendo Switch sealed in the box from this store for $400. When I went home and opened it, there was a Wii U gamepad controller inside instead of a Switch. I'm thinking about opening up my own business pranking people because these people were able to get away with it." To which Aaron replied, "I don't think it was a troll. I think somebody really did get fucked somewhere else. But they didn't realize it wasn't an Aaron's. I could be wrong." Aaron replied, "I haven't had a Switch for sale at my store in a very long time," which is a whole lot. "And so I think you must be thinking of another store. Sorry someone did that to you, but it wasn't me or my store," which is a truly genuine answer. What was the one I was grilling him on this one. A guy left 1 star. I believe this. This was 3 months ago. I think we went over this. Could be wrong. Said, "I went to the Game Wizard, bought a broken PS3, Xbox, and Xbox 360. They denied my money back and were arguing about people wanting money back when I entered. You should never shop here. Horrible." Aaron replied, "I always handle and give refunds for issues. Either you didn't deal directly with me or you had the wrong store." When I asked Aaron, he said he remembered this guy. So Aaron's denying that he ever talked to this guy in the Google reviews. He admitted to me that he has talked to this guy, but swore up and down that it was only the PS3 and he totally gave his money back. The reviews go on from there. Most of them are trolls. This one's probably real. Totally disorganized place, overpriced things. That's almost certainly real. Someone said the person working in the store knew very little. I bought a Game Boy Advance game and then turned out to be counterfeit. Probably real. Some of these are very dirty and cramped. Person working didn't even look up from the TV when I came in. That's almost certainly real.
that is most certainly. That has to be Perlaman.
It's a woman named Rachel who has a local guide rating on and actual reviews on Google reviews. So I tend to believe that.
What about the you see Vincent Ferretto, his local guide from 3 years ago?
Years ago, no. I'm going by newest.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Vote for DJT who left a review. This is totally not going to be fake. I went here to buy my son a paddle for his Atari. Yeah, right. It was only 10 in the morning. I'm there with my son and a Dunkin' Ice. We look in the window to see a man living in a game store on the floor with SpaghettiOs. Is this the source of the quote unquote wizardly smell some customers describe? This is all. Yeah,
Wonderful.
some of these are real. My experience in the store was very bad. Nothing was priced. When I asked for a price on a Mario 2 NES, all I could hear was an older woman screaming, "Don't hit me, don't hit me." The guy comes out and says $90 and slams his keys on the registry table. I kindly said no thanks and left. The environment looked very violent and I left traumatized. Aaron replied, troll responses did not happen. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God, Aaron is so gullible.
Okay, Balloon, work together to write the best possible tear-jerking review. No, I'm not going to do that. Favorite white net. I can't bring myself to that.
All right, okay, how about this? How about we blue balls them? Let's write the most messed up review, but just not post it. Just for fun.
I'm not sure where you're going with this, though.
Not post it. I was going to read it.
It's kind of weird. CGC says, remember Aaron said he was going to revamp his Facebook. All he's posted on it since the revamp are broken Game Boys and Chinese control. That's right. He put an ad up. 2 OG Game Boys. Greg pointed this out. I forget what they were for sale for, but they're sitting next to each other and turned on. One looks to be fine. As fine as can be. The other one next to it has the Game Boys used to get the vertical dead rows. Greg said it's bad ribbon cable or dirty contact or something like that. They're both listed for the same price, tested, working, blah, blah, blah. The one next to it's got an eighth of the screen is dead vertically. Just the laziest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Dude, there's a second Aaron Kosharski YouTube channel with videos from 7 to 8 years ago on it.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Oh my God, Josh was so fucking young.
All right, Dylan, relax there. Don't get all pick Robbie on us.
Oh my God, there's Jabroni before he lost all his hair. Oh my God. This is video game wizard history.
Yeah. So the second account, Jason, I'm not sure if it was created before or after the main channel. It was like, kind of had, I think the second one was kind of supposed to be like his personal account-ish, sort of. And the one he uses now, he was trying to get famous on Popstar or whatever it was. A lot of lip syncing and all that kind of shit. You've never seen those now?
No, I didn't even know it existed. So you know, you guys were talking about GTA earlier. I didn't get to make a point I was going to say, but
go ahead. Yeah.
So if I could in real life, I would collect all like the tiny cars I could find because I just think they're cool. I like small cars.
Mhm.
But you know, since I can't do that, I do it in GTA. So I have a garage full of like little tiny cars.
What do you mean tiny cars?
Like little tiny 2-door compact cars.
House like a POP 50 with 3 wheels on it, or
like Mini Coopers.
Oh my God.
Like think around that size.
That's pretty gay, Dylan.
Yeah, that's way gay. Here's my issue with Mini Coopers and Bugs, whatever other cute compact you want to call it. The trend is people talking on the cell phone, driving, smoking weed. I do not want to be driving one of those little packs of gums with an engine and have someone with an F-150 run a stop sign and hit me one of those things.
No way.
Well, they're not really necessarily like, you know, Mini Coopers, just smaller sized cars compared to like normal sized cars.
Is your goal to drive one of these in real life?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yo, they're annoying. They're annoying as shit. You're trying to find a parking spot, and you're like, "Oh, there's one." And you're just about to turn in, and there's a Mini
Yeah.
Cooper right there.
The fucking the small smart cars.
He's parking on the sidewalk, Dylan.
See, they're easy to pull into the bay at work, but you know, it's about it.
Well, you remember the concept? I don't mean to cut you off. You remember the concept car, and this actually kind of, sort of intrigued me, just due to the fact that it was
You can
high
just tell
amount.
us you're gay. It's all right. Nobody's going to judge you.
No, I'm saying if I were to get a compact car, you remember the concept car they're coming out with? It's called like an Elio or something, where it's
Oh.
essentially like a trike on. But the thing they bragged about, it'd be between 6,000 and 8,000 out the door. It got 100 miles per gallon. That's the only way I could maybe see, because I can take side roads to like the gas station and to wherever I need to go. But it turned out the guy that created that was a complete fucking scam artist. He pretty much pocketed all the GoFundMe or whatever he did. You haven't heard of the Elio? You haven't heard of the Elio?
No, that's I've heard of Elio's Pizza, the square one, but up car. No, I don't keep up on that. White Knight asked. I don't know if this is in Google reviews or what. He said, "Who posted the fucking photo of Aaron with a whiteboard in the background saying things to do? Number 1, dodge taxes. Number 2, kill blowhard. Number 3, yell at Josh. Number 4, cart in Laurel's food. Fart in Laurel's food. Is that in the reviews? or is that
Laurel's food trough. Yeah.
that might have been an old stream. You might have gotten donations to do that, unless it's a Photoshop. I don't really know. It rings a bell.
I think it's on Yelp. That photo's on Yelp.
Here, I'll post in our Google Hangouts what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Ooh, I have that issue.
White Knight asked, Dylan, have you ever gotten busy with a coworker at work inside one of the shaggin' wagons?
There you go.
No.
Not yet.
I posted the link to what the car looks like below if you want to click on it.
I don't. It's on Yelp. Aaron has Yelp reviews?
Yeah,
Here,
I was just on there.
look in the Hangouts. These are the cars I'm talking about.
All right. I'll get to it. One thing at a time here, man. I only got 2 fingers.
It's they kind of show it. It kind of looks like the PT, not the PT Cruiser. Is that the one that has like the old 1910 looking like wheel, exposed wheels?
No, that's a Prowler.
Prowler. Okay, yeah. So it's got like, it's kind of cool that it looks like a Prowler. It's got like the exposed wheel axles and all that. So it's like it's the red car you see on that article. They were gonna mass produce these for like $6,000 to $8,000 each, but they completely fucked up.
By the way, Aaron's Yelp says he's open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Aaron is open 1 p.m. to 6 o'clock p.m., just in case anybody didn't know. I don't have the app. Can I do this without the app? God damn it. Fucking bullshit. See all foot. I don't want to I'm not downloading the app. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. This picture doesn't exist. Next.
What do you think, Retro? Do you see him?
See what?
Go in the Google Hangouts.
I'm not in your Google Hangouts anymore.
What? Why?
I've been in there in like 3 months.
Oh.
Not 3 months, probably 6 weeks, but
I don't know. Time flies when you're on the phone.
Here, I'll send them to you directly.
I'm familiar with this. I've seen this picture before. Right click, open and back. No, I'm doing it on my phone. It's not.
it's a cool looking concept car. It's like basically a trike with a like cabin area. I mean, that's all it is. But the claim to fame for this car was, it's small price, but I could see driving something like this around for $6,000 to $8,000. I mean, it's kind of gimmicky, but
It's a car, point A to B, right?
so Dylan, that's my small compact car I would get if it was made available for next to nothing.
What the fuck is a force touch, Jason? I'm not force touching anything, but all right.
All right, Retro. I sent them to you.
All right, not sure what you sent, but I'll look.
Like smaller than normal cars.
All right, Jesus. Does anyone know the name of the car that has seatbelts that don't actually function? No? No, I don't, actually. It's not a go wild concept, no. They're just for show, decoration, dripping across the seats. Encore. Yes. Do you have a touchscreen? Yes, I have a touchscreen on my phone. Press and hold the screen. View options should pick up. Open in background. It's not. Nope, not an option.
Kind of a funny off the wall comment about seatbelts. When I was in college, we rented a 4-bedroom house. Our neighbors were 4 very attractive sorority girls. One of the girls in that house was dating the grandson of someone who patented the seatbelt. I guess his family was loaded, but
Died in a car accident from not wearing a seatbelt.
no, but that would have been funny. Guy was such a fucking tall goofball nerd. She only dated the guy because he had a ton of money. But
It was Volvo. Volvo was the first car.
I remember she referred to the guy's name as Maddie. And I'm still Facebook friends with her today. But
Volvos were the first, if I remember correctly. Volvo was the first car with a seatbelt that gave away the patent to save people's lives. How nice of them. Tony Khan. Actually says it has seatbelts. They don't actually do anything. A kid I went to college with drove one. I forgot what.
Well, they're meant to keep you in your seat, dumbass.
Fuck are you people talking about? I think the only thing I know about seatbelt, I believe 1965 is the first year for mandatory seatbelts in the United States. You're wrong, 66. Is it the brand new Hyundai Tucson? Okay, you're the only ones making any sense in here. Called school.
It's
Oh yeah, school buses don't have seatbelts. I never really understood that.
Why don't school buses have seatbelts?
I don't know.
You'd think that'd be like the most important safety feature in a bus.
I seem to recall there was actually a sort of tangibly good reason for that, but I don't remember what the reason was. The only thing I remember is bringing a cigarette lighter to school, and you would get it really, really, really hot. You just light the thing, and you'd hold it on, and you'd slam it to the back of the seat in front of you, and it would leave like an imprint of the metal shroud on it. That's about all I remember about the school bus. We used to beat the living shit out of each other in the back. Fucking tweaked out school bus driver. Couldn't be fucked to stop us.
So what do you think,
Right.
Retro?
I was distracted. Click on the. Do you see the image I just uploaded?
Hang on.
URL?
I can do it over here on my phone. Let's see what happens.
Oh wow, that is a very interesting looking
That's
car.
gayer than fucking
Well-
4 guys blowing a 5 guy.
But I'm saying at least it's like they said $6,800, 84 miles per gallon. This is what they promised. And this thing was completely funded through whatever GoFundMe or Kickstarter, and the people lost all their money. People that donated this. Now the current price is $14,500, and now it's electric. I don't know what they're doing, but I would drive something cool like that around. But I knew if I ever were to get hit by any SUV, I'd be fucking dead.
You would be. Jason says, I think it's similar to the motorcycle argument. You're safer if you fly around in a bus than you are tied to the seat. I can't. Maybe. It's possible. Oh, man, I haven't ridden the school bus in 20-something years. Theoretically. I suppose. Well, city buses are the same. I don't recall there being any seatbelts in there. Never really quite understood why airplanes have them. But Can-Am Spider with a shell. Pretty much, Kate. Ashton says, it's the thing, Dylan. Seatbelts might as well not even be in the car. You'd fold over and die from tapping a marshmallow in this thing. Oh, who cares?
All right, Retro. I want to know your thoughts.
Okay.
What's up?
The cars that I sent you.
Well, what?
In Hangouts.
Yeah, I mean it's a little fucking computer Cooper. I mean, what do you want me to say about it? That's your goal when you play GTA 5 or to collect those things?
I like to collect cars in the game, yeah. There's a car that I have in the game.
Dylan, these are the gay. Look at this shit. Oh, man, I wish I could share this. Dylan posted his car collection. We got a minuscule checkered cab with a green stripe. We got a Yugo with a supercharger sticking out of the hood. The Mini Cooper with a big homo wing on the back. Volkswagen Beetle with a flame job in it, which is appropriate. And a Fiat 500 on no,
Yeah, it's like one of the old school Fiats.
no, this is pretty. This is like the Freddie Mercury collection.
These are the type of cars where I expect if you were to buy one at a dealership, you get your supply of tampons free of charge from the dealership.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's the thing, the one of the photos, you can't really see it that well, but at the back, the photo with the Fiat in it, there's a car right behind it that's like a lime green car
Yeah, okay.
with a fucking speaker sound system strapped at the top.
It does.
Yeah,
And what's cool is like you could play whatever music on your radio, and the music will play out of those speakers, so people outside of your car can hear it.
Jesus Christ.
So is this one of your personally owned garages in the game that you had
Yeah.
to buy?
Yeah,
How many hours would you say you have invested in the GTA 5?
a lot more back on PlayStation. This is on Xbox.
I wasn't the question. You're like a Kasharsky. You don't. You sound like you answer the question, but you actually don't.
You know what? Xbox keeps a accurate stat. I will check.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh.
ballpark. 500 hours? 100?
I can tell you, 15 days, 15 hours, and 30 minutes.
So what?
Total time spent in GTA Online is about 10 days, 13 hours.
So altogether, 25 days of play.
I think no. I think the 13 days was all together. So yeah, like 13 days. I don't know what's that in hours, so
I'm assuming 300-ish. I haven't done the math, but
roughly, let's just say, just for fucking stances, yeah.
I can't last it more than 50 minutes without like getting arrested or killed.
Well, online is a different beast. You have people riding around on flying bikes that shoot missiles, and that's not an exaggeration.
Shut up. Ashton Ferret has 4,000 hours in the door. That's how many working hours are in a year? 2,500?
Wow.
2 fucking years of full time in a video game?
I'll say this for Binding of Isaac, and I watch people do they'll do like a daily game or a daily run through. There are people that like beat the game every time. I don't know how they do it, but I'd say I have 500 to 600 hours in on Binding of Isaac. But I play it for an hour a night before I go to sleep, and I've done that for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? So I mean that's how I get my hours. I unwind with a couple of games of Binding of Isaac. And there's other games that I probably put 200 or 300 hours into, like what's the Zelda game on the Switch? Breath of the Wild. I didn't.
What Jason White said.
Okay.
I have 4,000 hours into fucking my dead
Wow.
wife's corpse in the bed of my Raptor.
You're definitely a Kasharsky.
I'd rather do that. Ashton says
Sorry.
you worked from home for 3 years. It doesn't sound like you're doing a lot of work in there, buddy, unless you're getting paid to play the Dark Souls.
I'm sorry, Richard. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm saying just me. I mean, the second I put any kind of hours like that in, usually it's an RPG. Breath of the Wild, Nino Kuni, I put a bunch of hours in. Dark Cloud, I've played so many. I've played and beaten that game so many times. I'm probably up in the 400 hour mark for that. So, not dissing on anyone who has that much game time in. I just tend to spread my hours out.
Go outside, motherfuckers. Touch some grass. It's good for you.
But I do tend to hit a brick wall. The second I get, for most games, the second I get to about the 100-hour mark, I get tired of the game. I mean, at some point, most of these games, you're just kind of doing the same thing over and over once you hit like a certain gameplay hour.
I don't think I've played 100 hours of video games in my entire life. Maybe. But I don't think. Maybe.
I'm not, and I'll say now that, I've got, when I used to own like a condo or rent a condo, I didn't have to spend a lot of time maintaining the property. Any issue that came up was usually fell on the HOA. But it's like the second you got a house to maintain, it's like by the time you work a full day and you're keeping up with the house and all that, it's like you don't have the amount of time to drop in, especially people with families and doing all that shit. It's like there's not enough time to play games that are that long. I don't know. I find myself playing games that I can get in and out of quickly. Like I said, GTA 5, throw it on for 30 minutes, kill as many people as I can. Binding of Isaac, I can do 1 or 2 runs.
Ashton says Skyrim's another I have a lot of. See, now Ashton's not going to say how he feels bad. I didn't mean to rip you to shreds there, buddy. Skyrim's another I have a lot of hours into.
Yeah, Skyrim.
I don't even know what that is.
Skyrim is one of the few games I actually, when I built my PC, I built my PC as a gaming rig. I actually ordered it on eBay to actually test like my graphics card and all that. Skyrim is one of those games where it's like, at least when I played it, it's like I ended up stealing and killing people, and the second I would go into a new town, it's like everyone hated me for some reason.
I don't even know what this shit is. I don't know how you guys do it. Like Pac-Man. Pac-Man's fun.
Blow, you're not even really that old.
No, correct. I grew up around me, but I think I thought that like my uncle had them all. But every
I mean,
every
Retro's older than you, if I'm not mistaken, are you?
That is true.
I am, yes.
I never could get that. It didn't do it for me. I've probably lied about the 100 hours. My whole life, definitely not 1,000. Under 500, yeah, probably.
What?
I mean, obviously you've played a ton of Oregon Trail, apparently, or Oregon, or
Oregon.
Whatever, however you want to pronounce it. But I remember that game is so old. I remember that came out. I think it's the first game I ever played on the Apple, on any Apple computer. I think it was the Apple IIe or C.
Originally, the Apple II. Yeah, we had it. We used to play that at school instead of, well, it was considered educational. But I was a young fella, for anybody here is not. I was a kid, we still had Apple IIs in classrooms. I'm trying to think. They're pretty outdated at this point, but 1995, 6, we still had Apple IIs. When I was in early elementary school, we definitely did. They weren't that old at that point. We start getting like IBM PCs. What the hell were the PS2s with the monitor built in? PS2 25, I think, or PS2 2050. I don't remember. Typing class would have been my first exposure to a PC in school, and that would have been 1996, something like that. We still had fucking Apple II. That's how you booted it. You put the goddamn disk in there and turn the computer on. That's what you were running. Nothing else. We used to get away with it.
I'm gonna step away here for about 15 minutes. I'll be back.
Okay, good one. Oregon trials. Yes, actually. COD says playing online ranked leagues for 1,000 hours. Okay. Devos, I guess the Devos watching this in the background. Blow and GTA 6 comes out 2032. You mean 2062? We're going to form an online game. Targets Kashorsky types. Maybe I'll play that. Sink a few thousand hours into that one. Jason says when he was a kid, there were no computers except the ones used by NASA for the moon landing. Ashton says kids today won't understand bringing in a floppy disk to school and playing Doom. Yeah, that was a thing, right? I had a friend that tried to, but we didn't have many computers in the whole school when would have been like late elementary, early middle school in that era. And only a couple of machines that could run it. I do remember a friend who bricked a few of the school. We were on like a token ring network, and all of the classroom software ran off of that. Some kid fucking bricked it, wiped the machine, put a fresh copy of DOS on it, saying Doom on that bitch. So we couldn't do any schoolwork on it anymore, and teachers didn't know how to fix it, but I do. And that was a lot of fun.
So what? All you do is just play Doom.
Well, when we could between periods, that would have been fifth grade or fifth grade, somewhere in there. White Knight says, "Do I have any recent pictures of Mama K's trailer? If so, can you put together a Where's Waldo type of picture on book for charity donations? A kill for a Kasharsky point and click adventure, Maniac Mansion style, with exploding street sweepers and haunted. Be true to yourself, LP. This is too much work to put into them. It would be fun.
Yeah, that's quite an undertaking.
Knock yourself out." Jason says he was born in 1956. 30s me, 19. What? God, that's not a full sentence. I don't think. I graduated, high school, but the 30s me, 1930s is not it. Maybe that's English. Do you speak Welsh? Scottish? I don't know. I remember going to. I had a friend who was kind of into computers. Probably one of my earliest exposures to the internet. I would have been 10 or 11. His family was kind of tech savvy. They had a computer. They had like it was probably, Windows 3.1 at the time. Maybe 95, right when it came out. I remember going on the internet at his house when there were 200 websites on the entire internet. But I tagged it. No, it's kind of an exaggeration, but not by as much as you'd think, though. I do remember going with him and his dad to a computer show. So I think I was living in PA. PA at the time. And there was all the latest and greatest shit. And shit, they were still selling. Doom was still relevant. There was still some software on 5 1/4 discs. CD-ROM was pretty rare. Wasn't a whole lot of shit on that. Pretty much everything was on 3.5-inch floppy disks. All expensive as fuck.
We had a bookstore in our town, very small town in Maine, and my friend and I would go there every month for the new subscriptions, and he would because back then the magazines would come with like freeware.
Yeah.
And they'd always like include a 3 1/4 inch floppy, and he'd always rip the bag open and he'd steal it, and we'd be in the store for like 20 minutes trying to like avoid the eyes of the people that work there to steal these floppy disks, and then they became like CD-ROMs.
I remember doing that with the CD-ROM that came with a magazine. I'd have been maybe 13. The irony being that the CD-ROM was a Linux installed disk, so I stole free software off the cover of Maximum PC or whatever in 1997. Ashton says, "My grandpa jumped on the internet bandwagon from the beginning. Probably had more hours on the internet than any living person alive today." Well, I've talked about that, Ashton. My grandmother was big into computers from the 80s. Like, she had Prodigy was one of the early internet services of sorts.
Yeah.
I can remember the dot matrix. You had to close the door to the office in their house. She would print these fucking ASCII banners out. 12 tractor feed pages long. Holy fuck. You could feel the floor shaking. Then screaming and tearing away. Just go outside.
Yeah.
So, I had computer exposure, but I think I was really fucking around with the internet until 90. Yeah, Devo says, "How about the AOL trial discs?" Jesus fucking Christ. Every other day we got one. Yeah, that's about my grandfather. We had no money. Some things never change. Well, I didn't have money back then either, and gave us I think it was a Pentium 100 machine, 300 meg hard drive in it, Windows 95, 14.4 modem in it, and I can remember, cycling through the AOL trial disks, just like making new screen names. You had to be careful. Some of the local numbers weren't really local, but that would have been 90. What year was that? 98, 97, 98. It's all downhill from there. White Knight says, what was the first time I saw porn on the internet? Well, I don't want to make this sound weird. It's going to sound weird. My uncle and I are not that far apart in age because it's a bunch of remarriages and whatever. Kind of grew up like brothers. So the first time I ever saw porn that was at least from the internet probably would have been 11 or 12. Because he was this back when zip drives existed, zip 100s. And it was a chore to download anything like pornography from the internet. So he would archive it, but hard drive space was expensive. He had like a fucking like a military foot chest, like full metal jacket. It was like fucking 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 2 feet tall, almost completely loaded, nothing but zip 100 discs, of categorized probably all of the pornography that existed on the internet up until that point. And that was just like a free, like, what are you doing? Because my grandfather would be like, I would stay with him and my grandfather in the summer, and it was always like Hustler on the toilet or whatever. It's a really good thing to expose your 11-year-old grandson to. I know you're in there fucking around with the Hustler, right? You don't need that shit. You grab it. They're all categorized. Like, what do you grab the disc, Blonde's number 333. Throw that one in. There's, you sit there eating like Chef Boyardee ravioli and going through the.
Yes. So that friend I was talking about, his dad he worked in the computer department at the local paper mill, which is no longer there. And so like his family always had like the newest computer. They always get like software magazines and computer magazines and stuff like that. And I didn't grow up with a lot of money, so I was always envious of that shit. But we would use this was like 94, 95 before the internet. He had a computer in his room, fucking lucky bastard, and we would dial in to bulletin board systems, BBS.
Oh yeah.
That's how we got our porn. I also had an uncle too, but he had a stack of like magazines. But my friend Chris, we would always, pretty much every Friday and Saturday night, I'd be over at his house and we'd just be on the bulletin boards, just looking at porn.
Well,
it would come in one layer at a time.
Oh yeah.
Jeez,
I remember being a spud. You could finish before the whole, when I was like 13. I mean, you were done before the first image finished loading.
And the worst was because it was a dial-up modem and the town was so rural. And the systems were brand new. Like they would load in, but then it would just stop right above the tits or right above the good spot, and you'd just be like, please hurry up.
Well, you got back,
or like
somebody else could get their email.
Or his mom would pick up the phone, and it would just stop.
Oh God, we
just drew our own porn. When I was a kid, my mom was shagging the milkman.
Oh
Look up
God.
the ceiling light. Yeah.
Why not just get like video porn or something? Like go to the porn store.
Well, you could. That exists. See, Dylan, there. What's up, Ethan?
Yeah.
Sorry. Remember the BBS days, 96, 98 downloading. Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of the stuff my uncle had was from not quite BBSs, but it was Usenet, use groups. Stop something.
Yeah.
So there weren't like almost all porn.
Like a dirty bookstore,
Dylan's probably the only one here who didn't live through it. But
no.
in the early days of the internet, pretty much all porn was you had to pay for it. And it was so expensive to host a website, free hosts would never let you put that shit. It was like the only thing that was governed. You definitely couldn't fucking upload any free porn. You do anything else you wanted on the internet back then. You fucking anarchist cookbook or Reddit, and probably getting flagged yet again, but that's for that one. But nope, no porn. It was all protected. So people used to share them on used groups, but it was such a pain. That's what the Eternal September is. Is the September that AOL became popular and used groups were accessible from AOL and fucked them up forever. But you would have to. I'm trying to. How would I explain this to Dylan?
Explain what? How to get Usenet or
Like,
how to
Usenet
get porn?
functioned. So Usenet was like a. It was like a. I'm gonna try to.
It was like a. It was.
Have you ever
if I
been to a
can't wait,
library?
your thoughts. Go ahead.
Dylan, have you ever been in an old library that still used a card catalog?
I think. I don't know.
Right? Like there's a chest of drawers. Like if you're looking for a book about model airplanes, there was a section for hobbies, and you'd go through that, and then you'd look for like M for models, and then you'd have to sift through the cards, and then there would be so many cards that had like what you were looking for. You ever
Probably not, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay. It was pretty. It was all text like that. It's kind of. So you have to sift.
Yeah,
through
you'd have to put prompts in. You'd have to like C:/root. Then you go at the main and be like, and then it would all be color. It would all be color too. Everything would be colorized. I remember that there was one that we used that was it was like every category was a different color.
Yeah,
you couldn't like use your mouse. It was all typing.
You'd have to go to like main category, be like alt. And you go like alt.art. And then you go to alt.art.nude. And like alt.art.nude.playboy. Dot 1981. Dot September. And somebody would have painstakingly scanned the images out of September 1981 Playboy and uploaded them. And you'd have to get into the queue to grab them. It was Dylan, you know.
And no previews.
Oh, no,
like,
no.
It would, JPEGs and whatever, and you'd get it, and you'd be like, "Oh man, I just spent 10 minutes downloading this, and she's a fucking pig."
Hey, you guys, I'm back now. You guys talking about like 28.8 download BBS type stuff?
Yes, yeah.
I remember, and not only that, but it would load. At least the ones I remember, it would load slowly, like from the top to the bottom. Like so, you slowly.
I was just saying that.
Okay, no,
it would stop halfway.
Yeah, I just got that. Yeah.
Or right before it would get to the tits. Yeah.
Kids these days don't realize how lucky they are. They have porn at the tip of their fingers. It took work. Back in the day, it took work to download porn.
Oh yeah. And if you wanted to see a video, fuck that. You had to have a somebody that either had a private stash or you had to know somebody who was old enough to go to the video rental store and like rent you out something. But whatever they brought you back, you had to watch because it's not like you were there with them to pick out.
There used to be the mom and pop stores by me had the curtain of shame that separated it from the main room.
You had that at even like Hollywood video. Some of the pseudo bigger named VHS movie rental places around here even had that. Yeah, they had the curtain section in the back.
Not even the curtain. What about the old saloon doors?
Yeah, I remember.
I'm talking about.
The closest thing I can. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're too young for any of this, to be honest.
Well, no, the closest thing I can sort of I know is Spencer's, but they'll have like lingerie and like sexual stuff being sold in the back.
But here's what I remember being a kid is that if you quickly switch to a pay-per-view, like I can't remember what the channels were back then, Spice, Playboy, and whatever else. If you quickly switch to that channel, you'd have one brief second where it was grainy porn.
Yeah.
But
clear for a second, yeah.
But it wouldn't happen every time. It'd be like once every 10 times you're able to see like a quick titty. So But it kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. Like, you remember the whole lawsuit thing over Nintendo and the rental system? If you're not familiar with that story, there's a huge lawsuit when these video game stores started renting out video games. But my mom used to take me once a week Friday. I'd get one. I was allowed to rent one game. I can't remember what the cost was, $3 or $5 for a 3-day rental.
It was kind of a lot of money at the time. Yeah, $5. That was.
But it was a lot. I mean, compared to the game, I mean, even games back then were $50 for the NES. I mean, if you were to adjust that for inflation, I got to think it's like $120 in today's dollars. But
Yeah, but $5 rental once. I mean, we didn't have any money. I got the same thing. $5 rental once a week was like.
But I remember
it cost $11 to fill the tank in my mom's car with regular at the time. You know what I mean?
But I remember there was 3 rental stores near me. There was the main one, Blockbuster Video, which was the furthest away. It had the biggest selection, but was furthest away. And it didn't have adult stuff. A Blockbuster didn't. But I remember the two local stores near me it was a store called Bally's Video. I'm not sure if they were a chain or not.
Not out here.
The second one was Family Video, which I think is a small chain. But I remember Bally's Video and Family Video both had like the room of shame with the adult stuff.
Sure.
And I remember pretending to shop with my mom and like trying to time someone walking out of that adult room so I can get a peek when the curtains open. which was kind of like a throwback to like trying to get the pay-per-view flash for a second.
No,
I'm just saying you had to get creative, man. Porn wasn't available like it is.
Yeah, like
now,
5 seconds.
a lot of people don't realize this. But mom and pop stores had to purchase their tapes. Every tape that they had in that store, they purchased, and they purchased it upwards to like $195 per tape.
Yeah, that shit was expensive.
Bigger stores like Blockbuster, which Blockbuster put out. They put all the mom and pop stores out of business because they were allocated to a larger distribution system that worked more closely to the larger studios. Mom and pop stores had to rely on third party like vendors. You know, like a liquor vendor will go into like a restaurant, or you know, like you might, you know, like Snap on, like they would work with those kind of distributors, but they wouldn't get a break like bigger stores like Blockbuster or Hollywood Video. So if you ever find an old VHS tape and you look on the back, it'll say retail like $85.99 or something like that. They literally had to purchase that tape at that cost. That was one of the reasons that mom and pop stores went out of business.
Yeah. I'm reading a comment from Ashen Ferret. I remember being in middle school and we jumped into the old magazine recycling. Something about searching for your parents' old nudies. So in my house, it was a typical 1940s, like 1.5 story house where the upstairs is like the angled ceilings.
Yeah, Cape ceiling. Yeah.
So we had knee walls that were on the side of the upstairs, right, one in each direction. That I don't know if they still call them knee walls, but I remember one of the days when I was 10 or 12, somewhere in that age range, digging through the knee wall while my mom worked late, and I found this old cardboard box that smelled like musty mildew.
That was cool.
Opened up the box, and it was the Holy Grail. They were my dad's Playboy collection from the mid to late 70s. And I remember I kept this. I mean, there wasn't a lot of them. I think my dad probably was getting them for I don't know, 2 or 3 years. Probably 30, 36 or whatever of them. But I remember that being my secret, that I knew where my dad's Playboy stash was. And I remember like I couldn't keep it secret for very long because my friends would come over and I said, "Hey, I got something to show you." And so I remember how I got busted is I told my mom, because the upstairs was like a long room where you could throw stuff from one end of the room to the other. And I can't believe I thought this was like a legitimate excuse as a kid. But I said we were testing out paper airplanes to see if we could throw them from one end of the room to the other. And sure enough, like a week later, she caught on that I was like checking out her husband's or my dad's Playboy collection. I will say this: have you guys heard of Janet Lupo?
No.
She has got to be the hottest 70s Rosie style Bush Rosie's Bush style. I'll drop a link for the type of
First thing
quality.
that comes up on Google is obituary. She's
Well,
from Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah, she's dead now, but I mean, in the 70s when she was taking the photo, she wasn't dead.
She got a nice set of tits.
But I remember Janet.
Oh
Lupo,
yeah.
I remember Janet Lupo being like the hottest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
who
yeah.
she is. Okay.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's her.
Damn.
We had a. When I lived in PA when I was a kid, friend around the corner. Totally not a fucked up household, just dysfunctional, not in a horrible way. His mom was trying to keep things together. His dad just wanted to like drink beer and go fishing, and he hated his life. And we were all latchkey kids. So all of our parents worked. So all summer we were left alone. We were like 10 to 13 years old or something.
Oh yeah.
Setting fires, launching model rocket engines at the Christian neighbor's house. I remember slap shotting rocks at my stepbrother's head and almost killing him. I mean, we were BB guns, using my friend's dad's tractor to drag street hockey shit around the neighborhood. But I remember you just run out of things to do. And like, so we go back to my friend, the Scoop Chris, go back to his house, dysfunctional, whatever. And we play like NHL 94 or whatever for a while. Get bored. Check this out. What do you got? Let's check out my dad's closet. Pop open, like all these houses were newly built in the development we lived in. Like nobody had a lot of money, but like they had kind of this sort of luxurious house. So like the master bedroom in the house had like 2 closets. So his mom had his own little closet. His dad had his mom's was full of like dress clothes and shoes and that kind of thing. You opened his dad's closet, which was like guns in this duffel bag. That thing looked like the size of a car.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Are you stretching? What are you doing?
I'm gonna bounce back in.
Yeah, sorry. What's up? Everything cool?
Did it blow drop?
I don't know.
Beast Wars, huh?
Yeah, I mean Andrew K. That's what I thought. I thought he was beating it to Janet Lupo. But then I realized the whole furry gay thing. I'm like,
I was thinking about
Probably not.
I was probably just thinking about being my mic and going off for a few minutes.
I've seen a lot of shit, man. I've seen a lot of fucking porn in my life, but the earliest, if I can find it, I don't even know where it is. Let me find this book and then I'll finish my story.
I've been to a
here.
swingers club. I actually went to a swingers club for the first time like 2 weeks ago.
I went. It's a funny story about funny in my opinion. I used to work with a guy. We go out to lunch sometimes. After talking, apparently he was into the strip. Is that you, Dylan?
No.
Okay.
No, that was me. I'm sorry.
Apparently he was into strip clubs. I said, well, there's one down the road I can't remember if it was after work or something. Like, let's go to a strip club. Turns out it wasn't a strip club. It was a swingers club. So we walk in the front door, sit down, and it's me and him. And like the guy that worked there, the person that worked there comes over to us and he's like, do you guys understand what this place is? Like, oh, isn't this a strip club? It's like, no, this is a swingers club. So the understanding was apparently that you had to come in man, woman. So I don't know what swingers club you're going to by yourself, but apparently from my one accidental experience, you have to bring someone that you're willing to hand off to get fucked.
Well, okay, so this place that I went to, you didn't have to go in alone, but it was A ticket for a guy to enter was $45, and if you were a woman, you can get it for 15. But if you were a couple, you can get it for $30. And from the 2 times that I was there was a lot of groups of just Mexican dudes that were there just to watch. Hello?
Yeah, Mexican dudes that watch.
Yeah. Just dead ass. Straight up. And
Deadass.
I'm talking about like the creepy Mexicans.
You got offered five. Hey, what's up, Captain G? You got offered $500 for something. When I was a niggy, we used to eat sparrows. Not sure what that means.
Did he intentionally
So,
drop?
I think he may charge his phone or something. So he'll be back. So you had Janet Lupo. I had this chick from a fucking penthouse from '94.
You guys got to admit, Janet Lupo's hot as hell. I mean, not well.
Oh,
I wouldn't say hot, but her body is pretty unforgettable.
I remember my friend had that, and I've never forgotten that cover or that woman. So like a couple of years ago, I tracked that issue down. I was like, I got to get that issue. Something about that cover. I don't know. I'll never forget that. Like one of the first ones I ever saw.
I'm back. My computer went into nuclear meltdown mode, and the fans took off, and I thought I was going to end up in outer space.
Do you guys remember the first name of the porn you guys saw?
Yeah, only the best. It was a compilation. It was a video. My stepfather had it. They used to hide it on top of the fridge in the kitchen, thinking we weren't climbing up there. Mata Bush. I can still remember there was a scene with a voyeur in a barn. No animals. Scene with a water delivery guy. Pretty cliche.
Is that the real pic? Is that the real pic, Rob?
What's that?
Sorry, but I didn't mean to cut you off. Robbie commented.
No, that's not, because I can see it. I can see his comment. That's not the real Robbie.
Well, you're also all mods here, so you can see him no matter what.
Oh.
Yeah, it's his channel.
Yeah, whatever.
I can tell you the first time I ever saw porn.
I gotta think you actually.
I don't know the name of it, but it was a space movie where the guy was an alien, and the opening scene he was just banging this chick. It was like from the late '70s, and the one quote from that movie is, I'll never forget it, because it was kind of like a Mork and Mindy ripoff. Is the guy came, and then because he was speaking telepathically to his spaceship, the spaceship asked him, come again, as in, like, can you repeat that? He goes, oh, I might as well, and he comes a second time. I'll never forget that.
Oh wow.
That conversation. Come again? Oh, I might as well, and he just jerks off. He comes again on the woman's tits.
I want to say the movie. I can't. I remember it was one of those gold label VHS tapes, but I want to say the name of it was It's a Daisy Chain, or It's a Fucking Daisy Chain. And I remember the main character's name was Chauncey. And I remember the male that was in the movie is in like all the 80s movies. He's like got curly hair. If I were to look the movie up, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think it would, like, curly hair, mustache.
I don't know if he had a mustache. Dylan, this is where, God, you weren't even born yet. What are you talking about?
Curly hair and mustache. That's every male porn star from 1976 to 1989. Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
John Holmes.
Ron Jeremy. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Didn't John Holmes get like his dick fell off from gangrene or something?
Oh no, he got AIDS. The gangrene urban myth is a Jim Morrison myth.
Oh, can I
John
tell
Holmes
my
died of
story?
AIDS. John Holmes also was part of the his claim to fame or infamy was the Wonderland robbery and murders. It's like went
Yeah.
downhill. I think there's a movie. Well, Boogie Nights is kind of sort of loosely about John Holmes a little.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I had the biggest crush on what's her name, Roller Girl, Heather Graham. After watching that movie,
Yeah.
oh man, she was hot.
Can I tell you the first time I ever saw porn? I can
No.
even remember the website it was on.
I'm
No,
sure you just
because we don't want to know about
accidentally walked into your mom's bedroom. I'm assuming.
fucking
I-
barnyardpals.com or whatever the hell you were
Actually,
looking at.
no. It was called Hardcore Pub. That's the name of the website. You can't go on it anymore for some reason.
Yeah.
And it was just pictures. It was no video. And and I don't know if anybody remembers, but the Nintendo DSi had internet capabilities. And my house didn't have Wi-Fi, but there was this place across the street that had Wi-Fi, and
Wi-Fi. Imagine having
yeah.
Wi-Fi as a kid.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So it was protected by like a password, but the name of the Wi-Fi had the number 24 in it. So I thought, oh, maybe the password's Jeff Gordon. Surprise, surprise, that was the password.
Sounds like Florida, right?
Yeah. So here's the thing though, the only way to get a proper stable connection was for me to like hang off the edge of the bed on the top bunk. So
All right, Dylan, that's not watching porn. Loading screenshots onto your Nintendo DS by illegally
couldn't-
stealing a signal off your
you couldn't
perverted
take
neighbors.
screenshots. You could not take screenshots.
I said viewing screenshots.
They were not
You said-
screenshots. These were images.
Okay, same thing, right?
Whatever.
Not really, but
Ah,
We're talking videos, Dylan.
Almost the same thing. Old
Dylan, do you
media.
know what VHS is?
yes.
Okay.
I remember one time my mom bought me porn.
I don't want to know. This is contributing to delinquency.
Was it her porn?
No. It was called
Oh.
Mothers Teaching Daughters How to Suck Cock #5.
As I just said, was it porn that she filmed?
No, it was not her porn.
Oh, okay.
One
And then
through four was so great that it validated making number 5.
And
I mean, there's a series out there called Buttman, and it's like Buttman in France, like 57. Like, wow.
I remember part of the video stores. Once I turned 18, I was actually able to go in them. I remember one of the movies I remember seeing was called Brown Sugar Mamas from the Hood, Part 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've got some weird ones. I've got some weird ones here.
that sounds like some shit you'd see out of GTA. Like, what the fuck?
You gotta get creative, man.
What was I saying? Before I went into Meltdown, so my friend's dad in his closet had a duffel bag. It wasn't I don't know what the intended purpose of this thing was. You could put a body in this thing. It was overflowing with VHS. And the first one, my buddy goes, I seen this one. You got to check this out. It's a guy with 2 dicks. I don't know if it was real or not. Probably not. Naive me had a hard time wrapping his head around the whole scenario. But we kind of made an entire summer out of we'd go back to the house for lunch and to cool off, get AC and the central air in there. It's kind of nice, a little hot in PA. And just fire up another ridiculous 1977 to 1984 era. Hang on, let me time pick Rob out again. Here you go. Try time out, you fat bastard.
What's he saying?
Turn on the cameras.
He's
Wants
just
everyone-
Something new.
He's got a weird fetish with people's faces. It's very.
he's just in there to draw attention. None of us are talking about him. Haven't talked about him all night. So he's got to join your stream to draw attention to himself. It's like the weekly go-to thing he does.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Well, let's continue with the story.
Go for it, Dylan. We probably don't want to know, but let us know.
This is the first topic we brought up that I think you know more about than I do. Is pornography.
Well, no. I was talking about your story, Blow.
No, that was kind of it, man. We cycled. I think over the course of the summer, we might have made it through the entire doublet. You didn't watch the whole thing, 20 minutes. You're eating fucking microwave Mama Celeste pizzas or whatever, and you're laughing your ass off at the absurdity of the industry at the time. I think that. What?
So wait, you wouldn't jerk off to it? You would just watch it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't like Dylan. It was like there's nothing on TV, so they need to fire that up. We thought it was funny, right? We were fucking a bunch of retarded kids.
I got things were so bad. When I was a kid that the first time I remember doing something like that, hand to gland combat type activities, was abusing myself to the Christmas J.C. Penney's catalog, the bra section.
Sears catalog is always good.
Wait, hold on. The what section?
J.C. Penney.
Okay, Dylan, back in the day before the internet, you could be mailed this giant catalog. Where
I know what the Sears catalog is.
Okay, maybe Sears, probably the same thing. Sears, they all had their holiday thing you could order from, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have two choices. You guys can either choose the Sears 1976 or the JCPenney 1986. Which would you like to take a look at?
1976.
1976 Sears. Sorry, let me go to the lingerie section of this, if there is one. Guns, you can buy guns.
Guns. We can probably show the lingerie, but not the guns. I would think. This is YouTube.
Oh, there's our pick her up section. There's the kids section.
Yeah, let's not. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Well, it's not very revealing.
Yeah.
I guess we could.
Wait,
not too.
it says Dylan dudes don't jerk off in front of other dudes. Well.
Okay.
Not in Dylan's world.
So this is from 76. I don't know if you want to put me on the spot, but it's 76.
That's a long. Well, I wouldn't say that old. I'm not that old, but no, yeah, that's definitely the stuff I looked at was more revealing.
Oh, mattresses. Oh, look at this. Wow, yeah, that's the 70s, man. Holy shit.
You'll go to the toy section.
I can't believe you have this shit. Yeah, that's more along the lines of the stuff I was looking at.
Dude, go to the toy section. I'm curious what toys were being
No, the
sold.
toys in 76 weren't great. It was everything was like either a stick or made of.
These are kids. Homie.
So
let me show the 86 one later.
86 one will at least have the Nintendo, the game stuff. Nintendo, right?
Yeah, it should.
Briefly. There's the kids section again.
Pick Rob's ears are perking up.
Okay, so we have a. Oh, you know what was even better than this is if your mom or someone had Fredericks of Hollywood.
What? I don't know what that is.
It's like lingerie, like fucking clothes. Right, here we go.
Ooh.
Crotchless.
Oh, it's see-through. Oh,
that's exactly what I would do. I would search for nipples like that. You can see her nipple.
There it is.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
1986. Let's see what else we got. I don't want to show any more prepubescent things here. There we go.
The college collection here.
Ooh.
Oh, check out the rockin' dyke haircuts, man. This is great.
Oh, man.
Is every woman a lesbian in 1986?
Actually, you know what's funny? All of those women that have those kind of dyke haircuts are in the underwire section.
Oh.
Bare Essentials. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
These are action bras. Oh, she's.
Oh, I can see a nipple.
No, Fredericks of Hollywood. I remember my mom getting one. She had it on the counter for a week, and I adopted that. Oh, there we go. You want to see some Nintendo shit? I don't think this has a Nintendo section.
Oh man, I miss catalogs. That are fucking. Look at those area rugs, shitty furniture. This is great.
No, you want to see.
It's it's crazy.
You want to see the toy. You want to see Sears toys from
Sears
1989.
Oh yeah.
It kind of feels like a time machine just going back,
Right there, right on the back cover, $149.99.
That's got to be what year is this from? I'm gonna see what that is with inflation. Is it 87?
This is August
89.
31st, 89. Yeah.
Hello, Fritchie.
Oh, there you go, Pick Rob.
Yeah, that's all you, Pick Rob. Might be too old. Oh, someone cut out the trains. Autism strikes. Slot cars, RC cars.
Dude, that's so cool.
Oh, here, this is kind of my thing, the Ghostbusters thing right there. Real Ghostbusters.
Wait, is there a Star Wars section?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's some Star Wars stuff, but this is the Atari 7800. This is the Atari XE.
Nobody bought either one.
No one bought.
When did the ST come out? Was it before?
Oh, dude, the Tiger games, dude. The Tigers.
Yeah, these old catalogs are awesome.
Oh, the Legend of Zelda, the Mario.
Yeah, like sometimes this is Gauntlet. I think this is Gauntlet 2. This is sorry, not available. Sorry, not available.
Damn.
That's Zelda 2, I believe.
Why would they bother putting it in anyways if it was just sorry, not available?
This was a pre-formatted. Dylan, back then these ads were made by hand.
These were made by hand in months ahead of time.
If you put something in that was out of production, you just slapped the not available over it and sent it to print.
Damn, that is cool, man.
Yeah.
This is all the shit we're now chasing at flea markets and yard sales.
For piles of money.
I mean, yeah,
I have a-
you're not wrong.
I have a Christmas '95 one here with the Sega Genesis and shit. That one's pretty neat. There you go. This one's for a retro fan. Some junk wax cards.
For collectors. Slot
Go
car.
back. You remember? Go back a few pages. You see the RC card track? I know you're doing it with one hand if you don't find it right away. But I remember me being really into for a brief period of time. Did you guys have growing up the little where you can rent like an hour worth of time at some like RC where they gave you like your little car and you could go around this huge track?
Slot cars, yeah, there's a place by me that still doesn't have it.
I remember the name of the place by me was called Tiny Tim's and it was a little radio control.
Dude,
I used to be into that for briefly, like a year or two. The little radio controlled tracks, like that.
I remember my dad had one of those tracks, but it would never work properly.
I had the same exact one, and it worked for probably a week.
Because didn't they have like
I had
little?
the same exact one.
Didn't they have like these little like metal things on the bottom that were almost kind of like wire brushes?
Yeah,
or something?
that's what makes them a slot cars because they ride in the slot.
Rollerblades, hell yeah. Easy Bake Oven, Barbie.
Oh, Sean and his
Ventriloquism.
Sean Day and some
Whoopi
Sean Day.
Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, let's go back. Let's look at the stereo and TVs.
There's some TVs, some CRTs right here.
It's crazy.
35-inch.
$1,400 for a 35-inch.
shitty 35-inch TV.
You could get that now a flat screen for $149, a tenth of that price.
Well, I am going to say some of these smaller CRTs are probably worth 3 times what they're listed for in here now. iCarly? Or is that the chick from The Craft?
VCRs. Get your VCRs here.
This is well pre-DVD, right?
What year is this from? 89?
95.
No, this one's
95.
Christmas '95. Yeah.
That's what's up, Andrew. Boom, ghetto blasters, guitars.
Fucking giant. Oh, there's Godzilla. I saw.
I'm just trying to give
Dartboard.
some reference. $200
Oh.
and $200 in 1995 is now worth $360.
Hey, wait, Bits. Go back to that fitness section. How much was a like a treadmill back then? I'm curious.
They were
It's
expensive.
Yeah, but hold on. I saw computers since we were talking about computers a moment ago.
They're going to be a fortune.
Yeah.
I remember all the computer places used to have it was like leasing a car. For like $100 down, it was like $90 a month to have a computer that was outdated 3 weeks after you bought it.
I remember the very first computer I had was a
Yeah, how
Packard
much was like
Bell.
one of those treadmills?
Don't you just fucking randomly talk over people? All right, so the first computer I remember getting was a Packard Bell DX66, $2,000 in 1995.
Oh yes.
Compact Presario. Wait, what did you say it was? A Packard what?
DX66.
This is similar era. Yeah, this is just past it.
I mean, I'm sure what you're showing is the competitor of what I bought.
Yeah, it's a Pentium 75 machine. $2,000. Holy shit.
$2,000 in 1995 is now
$3,000.
Oh, it's now. Oh God. $3,689 in today's dollars.
Ooh, it's got voicemail.
Oh, and 3 megs worth of video RAM.
Yeah.
Hot.
Hold on, we can find some. Maybe there's some ladies in here.
Oh, Pick Rob screaming.
No, he's not. Is he?
Yeah, it's the kids section. He's fucking probably going.
Oh. All right, here we go. Romantic sleepwear.
Yeah, nothing says romantic like a
I'll say the other thing.
tablecloth.
Maybe this just grumpy old me.
Oh, yeah. Keep going.
Here's what I notice about. What do you notice about all the women in these?
They're very awake. They're very smiley, and they're ready to go.
No, they're not covered in tattoos, piercings, weird colored hair. Any one of these women, in this magazine, I could say, okay, that could be someone I'd want to marry.
Ooh.
Well, except for the short haircut lesbian look.
The lesbians
only cost me $20.
Is that Princess Diana? Might as well be.
Yeah, might as well be.
Oh, here we go. Hello, Pick Rob.
Who's this? Oh, this is Pick Rob. Hello, Pick Rob. How are you?
I don't know who the fuck this Pick Rob guy is.
Yeah, he's you.
That's you.
No,
Pick
he's
Rob.
not. We're not having this argument.
Did you want to take a look at some more of those kid pictures? Is that what you're here for?
No, but I want to tell you all here, Jesus always wins. Read the message.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he better win.
Jesus died for you guys. Why can't you just accept that? Satan could go fuck himself.
Did you? Did Natalie send you over here?
No, but y'all just
But
hear the
you know
message
you were
here.
raised
And
Catholic.
maybe
You said
next
you were
time
raised
Natalie
Catholic,
comes,
so Jesus
more
shouldn't
nice,
really
all
matter
right?
because Catholicism is
Hey,
based
Vance,
on
shut the
Mary,
fuck up. How
not
about
Jesus. Damn, you're grumpy. You're grumpy, Grampy.
I'm sorry to say this, but
Yeah,
if
and how
Jesus-
about
if
maybe
Jesus
next
knew he
time
had
you
to
make
die
a
for
video on me, you actually order the food right.
I'm gonna make any video I want to make, so you can
And you're not going to
sit
get any
down.
good views, all right? There you go. You've been warned.
if Jesus
I've
knew-
been
I think
warned.
P2 always wins.
Wait,
I've been
Aw,
warned.
damn, I didn't get to say shit.
You
to
know,
him.
every video that I've ever made of you comes in double, quadruple, and sometimes quintuple the amount of views that you've even garnered. All right, take it easy, fatty.
Can I say this though? I was gonna say if Jesus knew he had to die for him, ugh.
Well, he's confusing. He's confusing two religions.
He wanted to see more kids. He wanted to be up close and personal.
Oh, I mean, I can go back to the section and it'll bring them back, but I don't really want to.
I'm good on that.
I don't really want to.
What's a nuclear family?
That's exactly the problem, Dylan.
Dylan,
Mother, father, kids.
yeah, nuclear family is your AKA traditional family. Mother, father, children, one roof, no welfare.
Because there's this ad in GTA that says, nuclear families are dirty and prone to meltdowns. Outlaw nuclear families. Vote yes on Proposition 43. And it just has a bunch of different people.
What communist sites are you looking at?
No, it's in GTA 5. Literally, there's like a
geez.
billboard ad. And on the corner is just a picture of a monkey.
Oh boy. Ooh,
I'm
where
not
are you seeing this?
I'm not traveling down that rabbit
That's
hole.
rough.
So okay, so you have a fat Mexican there, and there's like a redhead chick, and then next to that is like another Mexican dude, and then there's some white people and some hobos, and they're all connected together by dotted lines. And the monkey's in the bottom right corner. So
you can go ahead and figure that one out for yourself, Dylan.
here, I'll fucking send a picture.
No, I'm good. I believe you.
Here, Retro, maybe you might be able to explain this for me. There, I sent it to you.
Robbie's upset I didn't order an 800 plus calorie meal when I went to Burger King.
All right, it's in your DMs there, Retro. Maybe you can explain it.
I think Pickrob's upset that he can't walk to the bathroom without getting winded. Shout out I Swallow Cum.
I swallow cum.
Hey, I swallow cum.
Pickrob, you're back in timeout. Pickrob, you never tell the truth, though. You lied about all the kids you talked to on Instagram and what was it, Ustream or something, some YouTube alternative, someone named Jordan who was underage. Dayton's little brothers. You got catfished by Lollipop Cop. You can't keep yourself away from the kids.
All right, did you get it, Retro? Oh fuck.
Why don't you take a piss? What's the question?
Someone explain this.
Go in your Hangouts DMs.
Just a
It's
moment.
the nuclear families billboard I was telling you about. Can you explain it?
Hey, TheNewBH, why you always making up lies about me?
That's all true, though.
Didn't I tell you last time you went live, keep my fucking name out of your mouth?
Pickrob,
Didn't I?
it's all completely true.
Didn't I tell you to shut your fucking mouth and keep my fucking name out?
You said you're not Pickrob. Why are you here complaining about your name?
Just answer my question. Didn't I tell you to keep my fucking name out of your mouth? Can't go on stream without talking shit about me, can you?
Pickrob, relax.
I'll relax when you tell the truth, dumbass.
All right, the truth is, you got catfished by a Lollipop Cop who was posing as an underage kid. The truth is...
Yeah, then why don't we go after Lollipop Cop? Because he
No,
wastes
that's
his
not
fucking
liberal.
time
No.
trying to get attention. He's a fucking lowlife, and he knows it.
The truth is, you seeked out all three of Dayton's underage brothers. And you
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Why do you fall for this bullshit?
And you also went after somebody named Jordan. What's the deal with Jordan?
First off, that's none of your business. Second, here, age has nothing to do with any of that here. Third off, why the fuck won't you just stop talking about it?
Wow, we just had an admission of guilt there.
And why the fuck are you always changing my name?
You just confessed to it, Pickrob.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you
just
did.
can
Well, I
yes,
did. Start fucking listening.
pick Rob. The FBI are being
Hey,
sent to your
shut
house
up.
right now.
Shut your mouth and open your damn ears.
Punk Rock says Robert Scott Piccione Jr., the Denver Diddler.
Punk
also
Rock is a
says-
damn boxer, all right?
Jordan was not of age when you talked to him, Pick Rob.
That does not matter, okay?
So
It
you're
does,
saying
it
age
does.
so you're
No, maybe
saying-
to you, but to me, no, it don't, okay?
So you just
So you-
admitted. So
Okay,
just
you know
admitted
what?
that
Fuck
age
you,
doesn't
fuck your
matter.
investigation, fuck your channel. I'll go burn in hell. Stop
Okay,
changing my
Pick Rob.
name. You will never win against me. You'll never
Well,
win against
Kitty
me.
Diddler, Pick Rob.
Pick Rob, you just admitted to liking
No, my
underage
name is
people.
not Pickrob. So whoever the fuck keeps changing it needs to stop, okay?
You do.
Okay,
Nobody else can
Robbie
change it.
P2.
Yeah, you know what? You guys can't understand. I always win the stupid argument that you
No, you
guys
don't.
always start.
No, you don't.
You got caught fucking red-handed.
Who got caught red-handed? You?
Red-handed what?
No,
What are you talking
you. You got
With
caught in your
what?
fucking lies again.
What
You're
lies?
done.
Oh, you call the FBI. Have them come get our computers.
What would the FBI find on your computer, Pick Rob?
I'm not Pickrob, okay?
Then
You
what
don't
are
call
you?
me that. You don't have a right to call me that.
Sure I do. You're Pick Rob.
No, you don't.
What would the FBI find on your computer, Pick Rob?
That's irrelevant, okay? The truth is, you always fall for bullshit. You always fall for every fucking troll thing here. Just, why can't you just tell the truth?
What troll
He is
thing?
telling the
You
truth.
you did.
Why do you always believe an idiot like Lollipop Cop?
We're not talking about Lollipop Cop.
Yeah, well, why'd you believe that video?
You did seek out
Can't
all
you
three
see-
of Dayton's little
I
brothers.
smell bullshit.
You did.
Yeah,
you
well,
did
shut the fuck
seek
up,
out-
BH.
oh,
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You
can
did-
smell
when are you
bullshit
gonna
a mile away.
apologize?
Yeah, we know.
You did seek out Jordan, who was underage at the time. Why are you talking to little kids?
Well, we're not. No, you're not investigating me, BH. You're done.
Why are you
All
talking
right.
to little kids?
I don't talk to little kids. How about
You
that?
do.
That is the truth. Why the fuck can't you just
We've got 4
accept the
underage
fact that
people
Lollipop Cop did it to
and
get
1
attention?
decode. Why are
Don't
you going
ever
with the
talk.
Cyrax excuse here?
Don't ever talk over me, okay?
Blow talk over.
Right.
Shut up and accept that I'm telling the truth.
You're
And
not.
I'm here. And the fact that I'm here to defend myself pisses you off, right? I don't give
No.
a fuck if you don't
We're,
like it.
laugh-
Just
we're
deal with
laughing
it,
at
okay?
you. We use you.
Are
for laughing.
you not happy that I'm here to defend myself?
Oh, I'm happy that you're here to laugh at. It's always fun.
Oh, go fuck yourself, BH.
If I could, I
Go
would.
fuck yourself.
I can assure you,
You know,
That if
why
I-
don't you just do us all a favor?
if I could fuck myself, I would never leave
Why don't
the
you
house.
just
Ever. It would never
Why don't you-
happen.
ever
Ever.
your damn mute button? Stop playing with the mute button. Can't truth. You cannot mute the truth. Okay?
Pick Rob, why do
Robbie
you talk to
P2
little kids
always
online?
wins, bitch.
Pick Rob, why do you do it?
It's Robbie P2.
Pick Rob.
If you call me, if you just can't call me Robbie P2, then you better stop. You better shut the fuck up.
Pick Rob.
But you're
Why do you
Pick
talk
Rob.
to little kids online?
I don't.
Pick Rob.
I
Why
don't
do
know.
you talk to little kids online?
Ask Pick Rob. He's not here.
You said to keep your name out of your mouth. All I call you is Pick Rob, so you're accepting that your name is
Yeah,
Pick
well,
Rob.
you keep Rob out of your fuck. Let's talk about what NewBH does for a living. Oh, nothing.
That's right. I do nothing for a living. Yes.
Yeah, you don't even have a fucking job. You don't have income. Yeah, you just sit and piss off other people.
Can you back any of this up?
Online.
Can you back any of this up, Pick Rob?
Go
It's not-
fuck yourself.
It sounds like you're writing the opening statement to your own autobiography.
How about we're telling the truth and NewBH just can't accept it?
Can you explain to me what you do for a living, Robbie?
No, We don't need. You don't need to know.
See,
why I
it's
do
it's a
Kool-Aid.
it's a one-way street
Shut the
with
fuck
Robbie.
up, Van. Okay, Van. How about this? 50 pizza.
Yeah, 50,
50
50,
pizza roll
50
chat.
what? No, I'm not going to do your stupid challenge because I actually
do
care
that,
about my
Eddie.
fucking health.
Oh, you forfeit then. Then here's the deal. You cancel your stupid fucking series. So cancel your stupid weekend regard.
He's fucking muting himself in preparation now. It's great.
All in favor that Van needs to cancel his Week in Regard series, say aye.
Nay.
Aye.
Or a
Nay.
pet
All right.
club.
All right, I'll do this. I'll do you one better. If anybody if you guys want me to stop making videos about Robbie, put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to continue to do that, put a 2 in the chat.
You heard it. Oh,
Now, here's a better one. If you want Van to stop making videos about me, just stop watching his channel
No one will.
and let the views tank.
Well,
I'm getting a lot of 2s over here.
a lot of 2s in the chat here.
A lot of
Okay,
2s to keep
calm
it.
Okay, pick Rob.
All right, we got
Let's
some
do
ones.
to,
We got a lot of ones. We got a
It's
lot
from
of
the same
2s.
person.
Oh, don't worry. Hey, series sucks anyway. Might as well be like The View, okay?
Okay.
It might as well be like your streams every fucking week. So I mean,
All right,
what's the
I'll
difference?
call-
We'll find some new content to restream, okay?
Robbie, I'll call you Robbie. You want to talk about employment? What do you do for a living?
What's the point? You never listen.
Well, you're making accusations. Go ahead. What do you do for a living? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Goodbye, Pig Bro.
what a faggot.
I know where our beloved Kosharsky Josh was labeled Scamazon King, but the true title of Scamazon King is definitely Pick Rob.
That's true. He did scam Amazon, strong arm them into paying him off so they didn't have to look like they were discriminating against a very disabled person. Do you think his head will be shaved next live stream? That'd be funny.
You think you have like a Britney meltdown and just shave his head?
We still have numbers in the chat.
Yeah. You guys can stop now. Jason White.
Jason, I'm going to time your ass out again. Jason, you're in timeout.
What's Jason saying?
Two.
I mean, I really apologize because I know that we were just showing the lingerie and the toys, and I happened to have skimmed over the kids section and that summoned Pick Rob. I apologize.
No, it's okay, dude. You gave us
One
some
of-
For the kiddos.
One of my favorite cheap laughs about the number 2 is Austin Powers, where they're in the bathroom and they're asking who does number 2 work for, and that was it. Tom Arnold says, "You tell that turd who's boss." Every time I see 2, for some reason that the Austin Powers scene flashes in my head.
Raccoons will come to the stream tomorrow night with a bandage on his ear. Shit. Yeah, that was the thing. Hello, Steven. Sorry, I'm Steven. How are you? It's all that Vanga's fault, and it's Rekovi. Otanki says, that was Otanki. I'm sorry. Pick Rob loses. Richie doesn't like Pick Rob. He wants his eyebrows out too. Stop talking to kids on the internet, Pick Rob. It's weird. It's creepy. It's inappropriate. Go get your own Sears catalog and knock yourself out. I don't recommend it. I'm not suggesting it, but
Well, that's my thing. But the 10-year-old version of me, I should say.
Elizabeth says,
I have internet now.
yeah. Can't believe he confessed. He did. He confessed. Go ahead and clip that one. Slam it up everywhere you can find. Yeah. Big Rob did confess to it. Thought I'm a little kid then.
I'll be up in the. I'll do it in the morning. I mean, others can do it as well. Whatever.
Everybody should upload a copy. It should be hundreds. Or Tanky, get on stream. I didn't know that Tanky got on stream. Tanky, you're welcome. Holy fuck, Jason. Jesus Christ, you autistic fuck. Otaki says, hi, Robert. Stop projecting. I lived with you. You don't work. Use your disability on fast food. You brought me with you that half day at Amazon. Plan work. Oh, it's not that big. 22. Oh, Pick Rob dropped out like a Saturday dinner in the old shitter. Well, Outlaws Generation fan, 2021. Big fan. Everybody should sub. Some good compilations of it. 3 round.
What exactly does he win? I'm not sure.
Sure. I don't know. Sure. Andrew K says that's why Pick Rob is friend to JLS because she shows her kids on stream. That's fuck. Might be true. Might be true. Win what? What do you win? A live stream death in the next year. Ding ding ding. Oh, Tanky, I've been fascinated with the prospect of catching something like that live on YouTube. I know that it's happened to various people before. That Russian guy who left his girlfriend down on the balcony. There was that. Actually, it was really sad. There was also the war veteran guy whose girlfriend left him or whatever, and he called it quits for good live on stream. 45 seconds before the cops were able to get there. It was kind of sad too. We're watching Pick Rob choke on SpaghettiOs. We'll probably do it for me. Wins the Regard of the Year award. Yes. Pick Rob, have you considered the Tide Pod Challenge? Wins the love of all the Filipino women who would kill themselves to live in a trailer park. No, he's 70-year-old. Funny, Richie says, funny how the phony me, Mr. Lantern, and Pick Rob all hang out with JLS. Oh, good point, Richie. Get on to something there. What do we got here? I'm I'm Mike Burton, and my fat wife hates me, says. Pick Rob, I only keep you around, so I look nuts of that. That's true. So where were we? Yes, Dylan, in case you didn't know, the Sears catalog, Macy's catalog, JCPenney catalog were all fair fodder in the old days.
But it was like, it was almost kind of like porn in disguise. You know?
Well, we had to be resourceful.
True. I remember looking at like the ladies magazines where it's like tips in bed or whatever, and I'd always like look at the women that like just barely had their tits out.
Probably still do, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you go to any grocery store and you'll see them?
You know what I'd love to? Honestly, I'd pay. Mama Kate always complaining about needing money, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Do you remember Hustler used to have like the hot personal stories section where people would write like a one page letter of what happened. They call it Hustler or something. I'm sure all the adult magazines have something similar. I would pay Mama K to read like I was just at the grocery store and some hot whatever checkout clerk, and just have her read the entire page of how this person got plowed from going to the grocery store. Penthouse
Forum.
Penthouse Forum, is that it?
Yep.
I would pay Mama K to read a Penthouse Forum. But she can't quit mid sentence and say I can't read this.
Yeah.
So I'd have to pay her afterward, right? Yeah. Mike Burton, fat wife hates me. What?
White Knight, I'm not even going to read that. That's a big rubs. Can't read that.
Hold on. What did White Knight say?
Jason says, sorry, I was a little behind on the stream when I typed those twos and they all came in late for you. Yes, I am autistic. That's all right. Got to give other people a chance to get a word in edgewise, everybody.
Pig Rob is wonderful, isn't he? He's like, I always win.
Fun to laugh at, constantly raging, very angry.
Calling you out, BH.
Call me out for being unemployed and whatever. What else? Was that it? I don't know. I kept muting him. I couldn't hear a word he said.
Pretty good. Okay, look, Mike Burton, I'm going to be honest with you. Del Taco versus Taco Bell. What do you think's better?
I don't know what Taco John's. Taco Jhons.
Del Taco is more of a West Coast thing. Like In-N-Out or some shit.
They don't have In-N-Out. They don't have whatever you just said and where I'm at. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
Everybody knows In-N-Out.
You can't go. You can't go full gay twink mode on us on restaurants we've never ate at.
Yeah.
You have a heavy Hispanic.
Is your
in your area that would yield a good taco restaurant?
You asking me something?
Yeah. Is there not a heavy Hispanic population in your?
Oh, there are. Well, okay. So the only chain in my area is like Taco Bell. Is that even a? But there are local chains that are not national. Like there's Moe's. I think Moe's is local.
No, there's Moe's. I think there's Moe's up here.
There's a chain called Tijuana Flats, and their only claim to fame is they have like a hot sauce bar. It's like, you know what I mean, where you can dip like they have the little 1 ounce cups that you can squirt the. And if you like the hot sauce, you can buy it for like $8 a bottle.
No.
But there's no nationally respected chains as far as I know. I'll tell you the best food, honestly, are like, I hate to say it, but like they're the broken down fucking buses in the corner of the lot that are serving real food.
Hell yeah, roach coach, man.
You know what I mean? The like food cart type things.
Mm-hmm. Elizabeth says that she has a Moe's by her. Yeah, there's Moe's up here too. Moe's is, I think, nation.
Yeah, you walk in there. Welcome to Moe's, and they upgrade you for everything that you want. You want steamed vegetables? It's extra. You want quesadilla? I'm sorry, queso sauce extra. Like, and it's like the most basic burrito. It used to be called Joey Bag of Donuts, which is like a chicken burrito. And $9. It's probably now up to $11. I've been there.
And you know what's funny? They'll throw chips in your bag whether you like it or not.
That's not a bad thing, but
well, even they won't even throw you salsa. It's like you have to request. They have 3 different types of salsa. So, long story short, no, there's no respectable Mexican chain places here. Nothing that I would recommend. Like if one of my friends were to come to the area, I wouldn't take them to anything but one of these broken down bus stands. That's where the best food is. 75% of the price, 200 times the taste.
I will say though, a Moe's burrito is pretty fucking good. I load that bitch up with like fucking steak.
It's awful. It's like nursing home burritos. They're fucking bland, no seasoning. They're fucking awful. My opinion. My opinion.
I fairly warn everybody I'm going to hold plug in that 8 minutes would be 1 a.m. my time.
Yeah, I'm going to call it. Thanks for having me on. Guys, have a good night.
Adios.
That was a quick exit.
Almost the Irish goodbye. I don't think you can get a respectable. There's some really good dumps around here, just very nondescript. You go to a Hispanic neighborhood.
That's my biggest complaint with the area I'm in. The population has exploded since I've lived here. I mean, roughly doubled in 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
So now all the major restaurants are coming in to cash in on the high population, high demand for retail food,
Yes.
supplies, whatever it is. So like every restaurant that comes to my area is like Texas Roadhouse, Longhorn, whatever. It's IHOP just opened. It's
You have any Lubies?
no Lubies, but I mean, there's like Applebee's. They're all chain restaurants. There's no mom and pop. Like if you want to go to like have a unique experience from like a place that cares about their food, their quality, their customers, you can't find it. It's all chain restaurants. It's fucking garbage. I miss the local scene where Jason might know. I miss going to like a small downtown area where like every place you go to is like some hardworking family trying to operate a restaurant. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yes.
I miss specialized one of a kind experiences where you go to a restaurant and you're going to help feed someone's family directly.
No, we still have well, most of them survived all of the shutdowns and everything here. Not all, but most. Like I said, we got some pretty good hole in the wall. Obviously, a lot of Guido shit, Italian delis, and restaurants and that kind of thing. I don't. There's some good Spanish food here. We don't get a lot of food trucks though. I don't know if that's a local law or regulation thing or what. There are some roach coaches around, but nobody's setting up in the street. I can tell you that. Going right out.
No, the way it is here is it's like if you go to the gas station and they have a large lot, they'll set up little food vendor trailers in the corner of their parking lot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's in my area. That's mostly the thing is like a large gas station with like food trailers set up on the outside.
Yeah, you never get away with that here. The cops will chase you right out. Even in the shitholes. It's weird. But yeah, Jason, good for you, man. Unfortunately, the food truck thing, not too hot. You kind of got to go to the city for that, or the Jersey side of the city. Jersey City, Cliffside Park, Edgewater. But around here, they just throw them out. Chains. We've gotten a lot of those shitty burger chains lately. Not shitty, they're decent. Five Guys.
Five Guys is good, but it's.
I know you love Five Guys, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Probably 6 or 7, and whatever it takes.
Well, there's a chain that opened near us called Culver's. Do they have those up north?
Oh yeah, we have Culver's here.
You're not up north, though. Sounds familiar.
The one thing I'll say, every time I eat at like a really small food truck, I know, I mean, you're roughly paying the same price, at least in my area, as you would a restaurant, but the food's better. You might get a little bit more of the food. But every time you pick up that first fork to put it in your mouth, you say to yourself, please don't let me have diarrhea or Ebola. Like you know the sanitary conditions inside that.
No, come on.
100-degree food trailer that's not being inspected on anything more than a yearly basis.
If you can't handle that shit, you're fucked up.
No, I just said I ate there, but I'm saying there's always that part in the back of your head. I mean, is my concern higher with Chinese all-you-can-eat buffets? Of course, my alert awareness for Chinese buffets is much higher. But second to that is probably these taco trucks.
How about a Golden Corral? You ever been to Golden Corral? That's a dice roll.
Okay, so when I moved to Florida, it's the first time. This is back in 2010, roughly, or 2000, whatever it was. I think I've eaten at Golden Corral. By the way, did you see the huge fight that broke out there?
No, I'll look that up at the end here.
Yeah, it's funny, man. All these people throwing chairs at each other. Anyway,
yeah. Okay, yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
I've only probably ate at Golden Corral 5 times, and 3 of the 5 times was actually like my company reserved like the back area for like some meeting or something. Retro, that's pretty beta. What's beta?
Worrying about
Yeah.
getting food.
It's dude. It's like if you okay. I'll say this: Herbie 043, Herbie 43. I don't know why there's a zero, but if you actually look up health code violations or in your area, I think you'd be shocked at just how many. I mean, some of the stuff's like minor, like they have like uncooked food next to cooked food.
Yeah.
But there are some major violations like cockroach. I'm telling you, there are major violations like cockroach and rat shit, dead rat carcasses under the ovens. I mean, some of the stuff's pretty bad.
It's fine. Yeah, eating them on the floor. Who cares?
Health code violations, not just health codes. Every city has health codes. Health code violations.
Well, Herbie's in.
You should probably make it.
I don't want to get Herbie's social credit score.
I'm just saying. Sometimes I worry that there's going to be a faucet attached to my ass that when turned on leaks brown water sometimes.
That's room for more, buddy. You just head right back and get some more until you toughen up.
You know what George Carlin used to say? He had this bit where everyone we worry about germs this, germs that, and how he talked about when he was a kid growing up in New York, he would swim in the Hudson, and it was full of raw sewage and shit.
Dylan, your fucking generation. Not to go. I don't want some lawsuit filed against me with you being, not manly. I don't know, but
he's gay.
I used to drink. I mean, little things. Drink from the garden hose.
Sure.
Like I would set up my own ramps in my yard without a helmet or knee pads.
No,
I'd walk into my house with half the skin hanging off my knee, trying to do a jump on my front driveway. Your generation has so been pussified. Like I'm telling you.
All right. I'm going to say two things before we pull the plug here. Number one would be I did swim in the Hudson in the early 90s. Yeah, used to have oil slicks on it and that kind of thing. Still alive. I got an extra arm, but no big deal. The other thing I will say is this is how I'll end it here. Ashton brings up, have you ever eaten at Ponderosa? You don't need to worry about health code violations. My last story of the evening will be when I lived in PA, if you were on the honor roll, your punishment for being on the honor roll was a gift certificate, $20, $30, something like that, to Ponderosa. And I made it through it, and it was no big deal. My parents were happy to drag me there. Once we got there, I got some side eyes, but I was like a pig in shit. It didn't matter. But I will wholeheartedly agree, and you were the only other person I've ever seen, Ashton, who's familiar with a Ponderosa. Retrofan and Dylan, do you have any closing? Yes, Jason, I was on a roll in 6th grade. Is like half of us were.
Are you keeping the after open, or are you just dropping?
Well, I will bounce out of the open. You can jerk off with Dylan if you'd like to.
We can continue talking. I don't give a shit.
If we leave the stream, I guess that's my question. If we leave the stream open, does anyone join the after hour?
Well, those who do don't typically tend to talk. Although if there's anybody who would like to talk in the after stream, but not live on the air, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'll give you another minute or two here to say so. Yeah, Ashton, Ponderosa gift certificates. Something tells me Ashton Parrott and I may line cross paths at some point in the past. Flavor 8 says, thanks for streaming. Good night, host and chat. Not you, Pickrup. You'll have nightmares about DoorDash forgetting your branch. Dylan would have been beaten up in my school. Yeah, maybe. We picked on the pretty kids, but never given that hard a time. Do you have the pedo admission? All right, so I'm going to put this on unlisted as that. You can all get to this. I'm sure Van clicked it, but if you all liked it. Yeah, white night. I just kind of want to chill out and get to bed, get some work done tomorrow. I don't really want to be up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Robbie, It's having your school in your city. West Ponderosa gift certificates. Dylan, Retrofan, any parting words?
Fuck my bitch.
Okay.
My parting words are: I've been trying to get Aaron to join passively behind the scenes for an hour. He says he's watching Mission Impossible and playing cards, so he's fucking done. I told him if he doesn't join, I'm putting a 6-month freeze on donations. Next donation will be 8/19/22. He had no issue with it, so
Yeah,
am I not a man of my word?
Aaron
You are
does not
manipulating.
do any streams. He just
So Aaron's next donation from me will be after we celebrate the 4th of July.
okay. Well, that sounds like a plan. Well, everybody, hope you all have a great night. Good to see you again. We'll see how quickly we burn through these StreamYard hours. I'm not paying for it again. Hope everyone has a good, happy, safe, and productive week. I'm sure you're all, according to Pick Rob, unemployed and you're going to sit on your asses all day anyway, but hope you produce some good farts or something. And I will see you guys next week at the latest. And take it easy, punk rock. Adios, no problem.
Shalom.
Have a great night. See you later. And like I said, this will be up unlisted. Adios.